Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks. Opie and Anthony. Here's our Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
I go into her room, and there are panties on the floor.
Oh, you're getting creepy.
I had to pick up the panties and put them on. I can't believe he said that.
You know something.
Opie and Anthony.
Catch shovel baseball. Oh, nice.
Whoa, that was bad.
Hey.
I didn't hit him hard enough.
Oh.
Opie and Anthony.
Terry Schiavo, I loved you in The Grudge. Will you be doing more voiceover work?
This is the worst show This is the worst show I've ever been on.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Here it is.
Good morning.
Hi.
Anthony and I have decided that we can't look at Jim Norton.
It's very hard to look at Jimmy this morning.
Why, guys?
Well, he brought up a news story that I was talking about in the office, and he brings it up with a certain amount of passion and seriousness. And I look over at him, and it's just silly.
Why?
Because you're bespectacled.
Don't call me Four Eyes.
Did you have a makeover?
I want to punch you in the head.
I think Jimmy had a makeover overnight.
I went to trytolooksmarter.com.
Well, you did. You don't shave your head that much these days, so the head is shaved, which means one thing: you're hitting the road this weekend. And you got glasses on today that make your eyes look a little bigger than normal. It's really creepy.
Well, it's I definitely look like a bug. I had to get the glasses because I went to the LASIK, our friends at One Vision, and had my initial exam. So, but you have to be out of contacts for I think a week or two before you get them done. So,
so here you are.
Yeah, but
you got to wear those for a week or two. Why? What does it do?
There's something that contacts do to your eye. They're helping you see better, but there's something that the glasses do. It just relaxes them or something.
Yeah, it just relaxes the eyeball.
Yeah.
So they can get in there and do their thing.
Doesn't relax us, though.
No.
That's the problem.
Oh, you'll get used to it.
We're feeling,
don't do that.
We're feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Why?
Magoo, you've done it again.
You're wearing very stylish glasses.
Well, I'm a fancier gentleman, and I wanted women to see me and to look and realize I had something going on.
Now, did you choose those glasses, or were they like...
No, I did. I liked them.
You chose them.
The black ones I didn't want.
I just wonder why you went with square ones, first of all, and then very, very thin.
I don't know.
From top to bottom, because
they're rectangles, really.
They're rectangles. It's almost like grandma-like.
Oh, are they grandmother?
I think they're kind of grandma-like a little bit.
No, these are like Calvin Klein's. I went with good ones, but I didn't want to go with round ones because I have a really round face. But there was no real thought in it. This was the second pair I looked at. I'm like, okay, I'll take those. I just didn't want a dark color.
Yeah.
Mr. Magoo.
You look like a...
Here's Jimmy driving home. Road hog! Oh, you get out of my way. He's talking to mannequins at the store. Could you help me, miss?
But there was no real reason I got the smaller. I put on a larger pair, but they were too big for my face.
Yeah.
And I got a good pair considering I'm only wearing them for probably 10 days or 2 weeks. I'm not sure exactly when the surgery is.
You should have got the really big ones. Look like Swifty, whatever his name was, the old Hollywood agent. He was legendary for his really big glasses.
Yeah, those giant glasses.
I think he wore...
Don't open your eyes. They are like magnifying glasses for your peepers.
But it's so weird because I haven't worn glasses in 10 years. So when I'm looking left and right, like when I turn my head, the room curve. You know what I feel like? You ever watch a point of view movie?
Yeah.
Like when there's a guy, they're filming
That's what I feel like when I'm walking.
Yeah.
I can still see like the blurry outline around where my glasses don't cover because my eyes are not used to focusing.
Basically, you're living a YouTube video.
Yeah. I'm like the boy in the paper bag. I feel like I'm looking through like the eye slits of a paper bag.
Yeah.
I'm a boy who has no human contact.
You just look sweeter.
I feel really...
You look a bit more innocent,
Are they
Jimmy.
grandmotherly, though? Oh, no, I have to go out to...
Why would you say that? Because now every break, you don't think they look grandmotherly. What do you think, Club Soda Kenny? I don't know. The guys think I don't think they do. Blah, 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 blah.
Kenny's in no position to talk with his old lady reading glasses.
Oh, God, when he's got to break those out to look at a check or something.
He should only be able to read cookie recipes and those things.
Yeah, that's when you go, wow, this guy is protecting us. Great.
Yeah.
As he pulls out his tiny little grandma glasses, like you said,
take off
to read something.
His orthopedic shoes and strike a masher.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the glasses you should have gotten.
Thank you. Yeah, Swifty Lazar. Thank you, Steve.
Swifty Lazar.
Stephen S. from Bay Shore. That's an old school picture, man. He wore those big, huge glasses to the day he died.
Well, who was the other guy that used to do the commercials for the airline? Oh, God.
Wow.
He had huge ones. I think it was for British Airways.
Wow.
Yeah, he was
Your
another one with
references are just above everybody else.
huge glasses.
I was able to come up with Swifty, and you came up with some obscure...
Swifty's pretty obscure as far
commercial for Virgin Air or
as
something.
that goes.
British Airways, I mean.
I can't see. It's really bizarre.
I can't see, goddammit.
It's so weird getting used to these. I forgot how glasses felt on me.
All right.
So hard to see.
Hey,
Damn.
every
I'm
time this
getting used to
happens, we're going to bring it to the show. Another home invasion.
Oh, yeah.
Because people think Anthony's crazy, locking doors and building moats and having panic rooms and sensors and guns in every room.
Of course.
And what else? Besides
a game plan.
Besides complete paranoia. What else?
Paranoia. A game plan.
A game plan.
You know, you have to have a game plan. You have to plan ahead. You have to think these things out. I'm not talking about having drills or setting up booby traps or anything, but just have some kind of contingency plan if this happens to you. So you're not just sitting there last minute trying to figure out, what do I do now? Because by then it's too late.
Yeah.
That you're at their mercy.
By the way, I got to point out how different we are. Yesterday, I was getting work done in my apartment. I had a cleaning lady that I don't know. I think this is the second time she's cleaned the place.
Oh, boy.
I had a guy staining some woodwork, changing the color of that.
Uh-huh.
And I had like a coffee table being delivered and some painters just doing a little touch-up.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'll see you in an hour.
Oh, crazy man. You're a crazy man. You don't do that.
I'll see you guys later. I got to go get some food. I'm gonna be gone for about an hour and a half. I don't even leave the apartment with making believe I'm just checking my mailbox downstairs or something. Yeah. I basically go, hey, all right, I'm going for lunch. Anybody want anything while I'm out? Should be about an hour and a half, and I just leave.
You can't do that.
I do because at first, because I'm kind of getting some stuff done in the apartment. At first, it was like, Kenny, could you help me out and sit in the apartment and watch these guys? Mm-hmm. Or I would just sit around all day on the computer just watching these guys. It got to the point, because there's a lot being done, that I just have to leave. I can't sit there anymore. So I'm like, all right, guys, have fun. I'll see you in an hour and a half. And I come back and I notice that, not much work has been done when I leave.
See, you first of all have to be there for them to work. I was in construction. I know.
What do? You got
to kind of walk around a little.
That's what Kenny does when he's available.
You walk around, and then they know that you're looking.
Right.
Not that you're looking like you don't want to be over them like a hawk, just watching them the whole time. But you got to kind of let them know you're there, and you might pop in, and they better not be sitting on their ass. Because I know I was a construction guy, and I took any opportunity I could to sit on my ass
and sniff underpants.
No, I didn't.
What?
I forgot what I actually did.
You ever sniff underwear?
Did I? No. It was I was doing work in a house, and I think we talked about this. It's part of the promo, I believe. But we were doing work in a house, and I went in, and there was a college girl that was away at college, and her panties were on the floor or something.
Yeah. Well.
And I kind of picked them up and looked at them. That was all, because there were pictures of her around the house, and she was very hot. So I just kind of looked at the panties and looked at the picture and thought like, oh, these are her little panties.
You ever look at panties as a little kid before, I guess, like, you understood what the whole sex thing was about?
Yeah.
And you look at them and go, what the hell does this do?
These are silly.
It doesn't even cover anything.
Why would they wear something this silly?
There's only one side. Like, there's no concept of sexiness or anything. It's just, it's like, what? This doesn't seem comfortable. Hey, back to Jimmy, because it's all about Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy?
Sunglasses. We're all over
I was just
the place.
looking for my home invasion thing.
Get ready with your home invasion, because we got the latest home invasion story. But back to Jimmy and his sunglasses, his glasses.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Oh, Jimmy. It's Jim Norton for Six Flags. Look, he's dancing in front of the bus. Everyone on.
It's Photoshop time.
Oh, that's terrible.
I want to say good morning to the Photoshoppers out there.
Oh, no, that's awful.
We got an opportunity on our hands. Jimmy and his new glasses.
Oh, it's not that bad. Although, where are you?
Huh? What?
I am kind of. He's like, where are you?
Oh, I'm looking at the Pal Talk camera, Anthony.
Freaking Magoo.
Yeah.
And you're hitting the road, man. This is a rare opportunity to see Jimmy do his comedy with
Are you going to wear your glasses on stage?
Yeah.
He's blind. He's blind as a bat without them.
So all this time you were wearing contacts.
Oh, yeah.
And
20 years.
For 20 years, and that's the only way you see.
Yeah.
And if you take your glasses off,
let me tell you how.
What does it look like?
I'll tell you how bad my vision is.
Okay.
There's nothing. I see that. I know you're putting his finger up.
Damn.
But I would have known he was doing that just because I know who he is spiritually. But
True.
I feel so weird right now.
Really?
I
What do you
can't
just
read? I cannot make any. I can't make out Ope's face. I can't make out your.
Holy Jesus! That's like you're blind.
I can't read any. There's nothing I can make out in the studio. I can't see who's on TV. I cannot read one written word.
Your eyes look different without contacts in, even.
Are
if
they
that
bigger
makes
and
sense.
browner like
Maybe
so?
because they're not focusing because you don't have contacts in. Uncle Junior, put your glasses
got
on.
baby vision.
I
You have baby vision. Try to grab stuff and you don't know how to do it.
I can't read. Like I know this says. Okay, I can kind of.
I got to go see Dr. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Dr. Kennedy will tell me that I need glasses.
Right.
I know that this says Daily News, but I cannot read it. Holding the paper out in front of me.
All right, Kenny.
Did you get prescription sunglasses?
I can't see, but I hear stupidity.
I hear your senses get heightened, your other senses, and his super hearing now is hearing stupidity.
By the way, the Philly crew, they love when you're on the radio show.
I know. I got to give big props to the Philly crew because they were concerned about me.
Well, are you actually going to buy huge propellers and hand them out to them?
Yeah,
because you saying big props sounds stupid.
They deserve that.
Yeah, Big Ken is a big fan of Club Soda Kenny.
Yeah.
He's a big fan. He's like, where has he been?
Yeah.
And then we did that whole 80s thing the other day. He was very happy.
And I love Ken Air.
And I also, Ken Air, sure.
Ken Air.
Down there in Philly. I like casual Kenny, too.
Yeah, that's good. It's almost ass-kicking Kenny. It looks like he should be down at the docks getting a little job to go out later on and bust some legs.
He's got his big boy jeans on. Kenny's got his big boy jeans on. Hitting the road. Were those the jeans I was supposed to wear in Leno?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my
Those
God.
I say for special occasions.
That story is great.
They're that big.
Like I had jeans shipped out to L.A. when we did Leno around this time last year.
Yep. Find Joseph Abboud jeans.
Find Joseph Abboud jeans. They shipped them out so I could wear them on Leno. And I opened up the box and I lifted up the jeans. And for the people that really don't know, I'm about 5'11". Kenny's about 6'4". And Kenny weighs at least 100 pounds more than me in a good way. He's an animal, right? I lift up the jeans. These jeans fit Kenny, not me.
Oops.
Not even close to fitting me.
Well, there was actually two pairs. One fit me, and the other pair fit my 14-year-old son.
Oh, so somewhere in between would have been...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had two shots at having a nice pair of jeans for the Leno appearance, and, well, They're in the Kenny family now.
Yes.
All right, Kenny.
That's
We're
it.
going to the Poconos today, I think. How long of a ride is that?
Wow, Kenny, you really...
Hour 45.
Okay.
But we might have some inclement weather.
Both of you?
Yeah, he travels with
You're
me.
going to get the in the champagne glass? Both of you in a big bubbly champagne glass?
Are you staying at Mount Airy Lodge?
That would be nice, both of you. Boy, they really don't skimp on the bubbles. Could you see him in a bubble bath with you?
He'd wear a big red hat to look like a cherry at the top of the champagne glass.
I love this heart-shaped bed.
This is nice.
I'm sorry that our tootsies have to touch, but that's how the shape of the heart goes.
There's a pool in the room. Let's go for a swim.
Boy, it's easy to do laps in this pool. I've done 10,000 laps in 10 minutes.
Why the mirrored ceiling? Although I do like looking at you.
And scraping my head on it. To answer your question, no, these are prescription glasses. The sunglasses are just this little thing.
Oh, they clip on to your glasses.
What are you playing center field for the Yankees?
You're adorable.
Yeah, you just clip them. They're magnetic.
That's how they do them these days?
You're magnetic.
I used to be on top of glasses technology.
Well, I don't know when I'm getting this done, so it might be within 2 weeks.
Jimmy's going to be one of those people, though, that has the procedure done and probably just cries. Like, oh, my God, I can see. You're going to be just stunned.
Well, my contacts I see well with, but they're going to fix my astigmatism, too.
Astigmatism?
They said I'm a great candidate because I have thick corneas.
Ooh.
Nice thick
corneas,
nice
ladies. Big, thick cornea.
Like
That's what you want.
Cornea staring at you. There we go. Hey, man's corneas.
Now we don't have time for the home invasion, which is
Damn it.
fine because we gave you some fine radio. But we do have time to play Club Soda Kenny one more time doing 99 Red Balloons in German.
Yeah.
This is mostly for the people that linger longer, I guess.
In German, and it sounds like he's singing it in Hebrew.
Yeah.
Which is very ironic.
Well, Kenny's a big star on 80s New Wave Tuesday on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Of course he is.
He sings all the 80s favorites, and they're throwing it together into a fine little compilation that we'll play soon for you. But he did such a great job in 99 Red Balloons. One of the listeners reminded everybody that there was the German version that was pretty big on the radio for a couple of weeks or whatever. And so we had Kenny go back into the studio and do the German version of 99 Red Balloons. Here's just a piece.
99 Luftballons, auch heim Wechsam Horizon, Heitman Führer UFOs, auf dem all denim Sekum, ein Fleckelstaffen, Herren Effen, Aliens and Given When, Dalen Wardy am Horizon, 99 Luftballons. Bratwurst. 99 Duskison Jaeger, Jenner War in Grosser Krieger, Keckham Führer, Captain Kirk, Das Grab und Grosses Führerwerk, Die Nuckenbacken, Heiken, Nacken, Grabber und Frierken Schitz, Gleicher Anstramachen, Becky Saki mit Achereisen auf 99 Luftballons. Adolf, give it to me.
You're insane, Kenny. Did he say anything in there?
Probably not in German. We'd have to ask Steve from Bayshore, but
yeah,
I would say no.
All right. And also, we had a request for you doing Friday I'm in Love by The Cure, and it is Friday.
Oh.
Are you in love, Kenny? Are you in love? Give it to me.
I'm in love with you guys.
Aw, thank you, Kenny.
Ken.
Yeah.
Good answer.
And people didn't. This person that was talking about you singing Friday I'm in Love, they have no idea that you already recorded that weeks ago. We've been playing that too on the show. Here it is.
I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love.
Oh, God.
Let's go to Bion. What's your name, sir?
Dion.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Bion.
What's up, guys?
Bion in Jersey City. What's up?
I just wanted to ask Jimmy to repeat after me. Cubs win! Cubs win!
Hey. It's Harry Jimmy.
Maybe he had a son he didn't know about, maybe. I don't know.
Or a grandson. I mean, let's, Jimmy's not that old. A grandson.
Sir, my glasses are sleek.
Sleek?
They're lady killers.
Yeah, all right.
I'm sitting
You
here.
look like someone that would kill women with those things.
Yeah, no kidding.
These are Richard spectacles. Get it?
All right.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out if we've done all the eyeglass jokes possible. We did Harry Carey, we did Junior, we did
Six Flags guy.
We got Foghorn Leghorn's nephew.
We even went, oh wow, we even went with Swifty Lazar and
Chicken Little.
Chicken Little.
Chicken Little.
We had Chicken Little to the mix, and we did Mr. Magoo. So I think we're almost done.
Yes,
almost.
Oh, there's a cavalcade of hurtfulness.
Sorry.
Very quick break, and we'll continue with this home invasion story.
Yes.
It helps Anthony's case.
Of course it does. Know what I'm talking about?
Opie and Anthony.
Hi, this is Dominic Canese. You're listening to my pal Little Jimmy Norton on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Good morning. Opie and Anthony. Heading toward the weekend. Thank God it's... Shut up. Shut up.
Can I announce something?
Yes, there, Jimmy.
My Borgata shows are sold out. There's a third and final one for January 20th going on sale tomorrow morning, Saturday at 10 a.m. at theborgata.com. It's the night before Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday.
Oh, boy. Jimmy is blowing up in front of our eyes. Mm-hmm. Just casually selling out freaking dates at the Borgata.
Yeah, why not?
Very cool, Jimmy.
Yes, you can come down, and if I'm still wearing glasses, I'm going to rub them on everyone's cheeks. Good luck.
By the way, people are saying that we forgot about Charles Nelson Riley.
Oh.
Also, they're saying you look like Brett Summers.
Oh, look at that.
That
whole
guy's,
match game thing.
That guy's got to be about 60 years old to come up with that reference. And, well, we'll go real fast to Hoboken. Hoboken. It's Rick. What's up, Rick?
Hey, guys. Long-time listener. Jimmy, I just want to know what it was like working with Jerry Maguire, working on Jerry Maguire with Tom Cruise.
Oh, no.
Who's that?
They're basically saying
Lip Nicky or Lips. Yeah. What was his name?
They're basically saying you were the little kid in Jerry.
The little kid in Jerry Maguire that talks all funny.
How come no one's putting me like this? Hey, Jim, what was it like to be a Beatle and then marry Yoko?
No, John Lennon thing. I know that's what you were probably going for when you bought the glasses.
No, I perfectly wouldn't get round glasses just for that reason.
Yeah.
That people confuse us artistically. And how about Ozzy? Another round glasses man. I should have glasses like Ozzy, but you guys would have teased me. So
Yeah. We would have said you were trying to be Ozzy,
and I would have said no, I'm not.
Stop looking at us. Oh, you can't look at us today. Hey, Grammy nominations. I know this is mostly who gives a crap because it's all the songs you've heard on the radio.
Yeah.
There's no real surprises here, are there?
No, whatever you hear on the radio a lot, that's pretty much what gets nominated.
Although there's a couple weird
big upset. Big upset. I heard on the way in that Bruce's album wasn't nominated for Album of the Year, and people were stunned.
No Bruce Juice?
No Bruce Juice. Back with the E Street Band, they thought he was a shoo-in.
Yeah.
No. Didn't get nominated for Best Album.
Look. Mm-hmm. Maybe I shouldn't say this. We do broadcast all of Jersey, but I have to say it. One of the most overrated artists of all time, Bruce Springsteen. Beat that, people. Beat that.
Thank you. I agree wholeheartedly.
The most overrated artist ever.
All right, we get it. You're from Jersey. When you were younger, you went out with girls. You had sex with them. You
drove fancy cars. That you had to build yourself.
Yeah. You're a tough guy.
You worked at the docks.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was Bon Jovi.
No, right. But you were a working guy.
Yeah, you're a working guy.
There he is.
You're a blue-collar guy.
Yeah, blue-collar Bruce.
Living in a huge mansion in the best town in Jersey.
Yep, he had a plan. Yeah. High school.
Yeah.
All right, grow up already.
Yeah.
Another one waxing fantastic about the past. All right. Him and Bob Seger. Enough. You guys are 60 years old. Enough talking about those nights on where you're hanging out with your best gal.
Exactly.
Stop milking Jersey for your songs. There's no more milk in Jersey to be milked.
Let it go, stupid. You're not the Wonder Years.
Yeah, exactly. Every song is the Wonder Years. Then I kissed Winnie on the rock, and we talked about how her brother died in Vietnam. Oh, wah, wah, wah.
That was a very sad episode of the Wonder Years.
That was the pilot, I think.
And I do this to you today.
Yes.
Because I was a big Wonder Years fan, and I know exactly what you just referenced.
Dude, that was...
The big kiss on the rock.
That was probably one of the greatest moments in television. Very relatable. Then the show got ridiculous. But the first episode of Wonder Years was very nostalgic.
Let's get back to Bruce, though.
Yeah, Bruce.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Wendy. Look, I'm going to be a big rock star. We're going to make it. Are you? Yeah, you going to go back to Asbury Park? I wouldn't be caught dead there.
Right. Yeah. If you love Jersey so much, why don't you build your mansion in the middle of Asbury Park?
There you go. Get the economy going in Asbury Park.
I know this is not very popular, especially in the New York area, to do, but we have to. And you know what? Born to Run. Absolutely love Born to Run. There's a lot of Bruce songs I love.
My Hometown is my favorite Bruce Springsteen song. I'm not a fan of it.
Oh, stop it.
I like that one.
Do your Jersey thing, please, Ant. Where it has to just out of nowhere, mention Jersey in every song.
Oh, it's got to be. I'm with my best gal and we're driving down the turnpike in Jersey. Wah, wah, wah. My hometown. In Jersey, Wendy. Yeah, because I got a big contract. Oh, he's going to pick himself up out of the gloom and doom of Jersey. 8 years old. All right, is there anything about your adulthood? Did anything happen after you were 12 that you could write a song about?
What happened after you graduated high school?
Yeah.
We need to know.
He's like Jesus. You just know about baby Bruce and then the Bruce that was crucified. What happened in between?
Anything happened after high school? Anything?
Come on.
Give me something.
Yeah, I went to social studies, and I saw a girl I liked named Wendy. We went to school in Jersey.
He's like...
Right.
He's like those guys you run into from your high school years.
Oh, in a bar somewhere still wearing their high school jacket and ring?
Yeah, their football freaking jacket that's over 20 years old. He was a star quarterback. Now he's got a little horseshoe for a haircut and big, huge beer belly, but he's still
he's just talking about
reliving that big play from high school football.
A big D on his jacket because he lettered in douche.
Yeah, he's Uncle Rico. Napoleon Dynamite. Just throwing the football in front of the camcorder. Yeah, in my hometown. Oh, and what is that other song that I can't stand? Oh, I'm on fire.
I love that one.
Shut up. You like the worst songs.
Those are my two favorite. I have to say that those are my... I actually learned that song from a John Valby parody.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Woke up in the night with the sheep soaking wet. It's bleeding. Better take him to the vet. Oh, no. It's really a filthy parody by Valby.
I'd rather hear that.
Yeah, but I like this one, too.
See, and... Of course, we're getting beat up on instant feedback. People have to defend their Bruce.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Say,
yeah.
It's a song about Jean Bonnet.
He's either a pedophile or he's still stuck in, junior high or high school.
I'm on fire. And into this tunnel of love. Again, talking about some Asbury Park boardwalk crap. From Jersey, baby. Wah, 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 wah.
Bruce, do you still live in your hometown?
In my hometown.
Do you still live in
my hometown? I left my hometown for a big mansion away from the smelly turnpike. Now that's my new hometown.
Is it true as soon as you got a little money from your first record, you were long gone?
Now stay away from the dregs of society I grew up with in my hometown.
But when it's concert time, I see you put on the old blue jeans and make it look like you're still one of the guys.
I put on my blue jeans and my bandana and a big American flag behind me. But then when I leave the concert, a limo takes me to my huge mansion.
Here's the other thing that bothers me about Bruce. He makes it so you can't hate him.
Oh, I try.
But if you've ever seen Bruce Springsteen, you just described it perfectly. Who doesn't like a pair of jeans? Who doesn't like a pair of work boots? Who doesn't like a nice, comfy, shirt that maybe a construction worker would wear or whatever? And then he does have the bandana. And then he has the American flag.
Yeah. He
has every sports team represented on the stage. Like, if you wanted to hate him, you couldn't.
But that's trying too hard.
That's what I'm saying.
What is this?
So anyway, this is controversy because he didn't get a nomination, right?
Well, he got 4 nominations, but the big one, the album of the year for, I think Magic is his new album or something like that.
You knew that?
And, I listened to the news on the way in, so I'm informed.
Ooh. What did he get nominated for? I don't see anything here. Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right, really fast. We'll get to that. Grammy nominations, album of the year. You got
Best Rock Album.
Where?
He's nominated for Best Rock Album.
Not album of the year.
No, but I'm saying he could get nominated.
Best rock albums like niche crap.
Yeah.
You want the biggie. Yeah, album of the year. You got
it's like Best Picture.
Yeah.
By the way, what do you notice about album of the year? Everybody. It seems like they really are trying to represent everybody equally, only to get viewers. Of course,
you got Foo Fighters for the rock dudes. You got Vince Gill for the country dudes. You got Herbie Hancock for the
for that one where the mannequin robot legs are kicking.
Yeah, I thought he was a one-hit wonder, but I guess not.
No,
Herbie Hancock.
Those are for older black people.
That's for I guess. Yes. And then you got Kanye West for the rappers. And then you got Amy Winehouse for the
drugged down.
Well, no, for the misunderstood.
Yeah, the white kids who were just hanging on.
I get it. You like to party, Amy. Wow,
she's unpredictable.
You're outrageous. I just saw a picture where they had a nice close-up of her nostrils, and it looked like she might have done a little of that coke.
Dude, she is one thing. She certainly knows how to get in the news all the time. She is you open the newspaper every day, the Daily News or the Post in New York here. She's in there all the time.
This song, my girl was humming this and loved this song, and I just wanted to smash her. But then I got into it. I was like, God damn it,
you know
I like
what?
this one.
Let's be fair. When this comes on, still I turn it up a little bit.
Damn good song.
A little bit.
Yeah, you like this one?
A little bit, yeah.
She's an Umbrella, the other one that's nominated.
She's just an emaciated kind of heroin chic thing going on.
She's like Dustin Hoffman. She's awful.
She's got a great voice though, but we get it. You're out of control.
Misunderstood.
You might die any day. Yeah. Oh, we'll watch.
She cancels too many shows. I don't understand the attraction to an artist that never shows up for live performances. I've had enough of musicians.
Bruce shows up all the time.
Of course he does.
Never takes off.
Hey, wait a minute. We got a blue-collar worker here that I don't know if he agrees or disagrees. Okay. Eric in New Jersey, what's up?
Regular guy, welcome aboard.
That's right.
Morning, boys. Good morning, Elliot Gould from Ocean's 11. How are you?
All right. Elliot Gould.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
God, there it is. That's why we love our listeners. The bit is still going.
Elliot Gould, Ocean's 11.
Man.
Oh, is that a glasses thing?
Oh,
no, I'm kidding.
No, you got to know that one.
All of a sudden you look like a Jew.
Eric, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that I'm a blue-collar worker from Jersey, and I think Bruce stinks on ice.
There you go. See?
For what reason, though?
Well, all his songs sound exactly the same. I used to listen. I used to love it when Anthony would do his impression. He would go, oh, whoa, and Jersey, and the Turnpike, whoa, whoa, whoa. I love that.
Well, he squeezes in, like, these Jersey references. Like, all right, we get it.
Down by the shore.
Right.
We're down by the shore, Wendy. Yeah.
He doesn't go down by the shore
The lights of Atlantic City in the background. Was it? Yeah.
Well, I'll give him this much. I've learned a lot about Jersey over the years.
Oh, please, of course.
Thank you, Bruce. I know pretty much everything about Jersey just from your songs.
Anthony, one time, I think this might have been NEW, but was doing a Springsteen thing, and you were talking about how something about the Statue of Liberty and how her big fat ass face is Jersey.
Her ass face is Jersey, Wendy. Yeah. And a big green copper ass. That's got to piss Jersey off, though.
Jersey, just regular people just trying to make a living.
We get the face and the torch and the little stupid book with the engraving that should be taken off. And what does Jersey get? Her ass.
Does he sing about Newark? I don't think so.
Yeah. When I was in Newark with my best girl, she got raped after a carjacking. Never see him talk about that.
No. Record of the year, Grammy nominations. Beyonce for Irreplaceable, Foo Fighters for The Pretender. This is the song that's going to win. Jimmy's favorite, Umbrella. Rihanna featuring Jay-Z. That's
you like that one?
Yeah, I do.
And then Amy Winehouse is in there with Rehab. No, Umbrella was everywhere. That song will win Record of the Year. And then Justin Timberlake is in there with What Goes Round Comes Around. Hey, hey, hey!
You like this?
I do, yeah.
I can't listen to this type of music.
Dude, I don't know.
And the video is so sexy.
I'm a big fan of like catchy pop songs sometimes. I think it's because all those years I was playing the rock and roll that I needed something different. When these songs come on, I definitely listen to them.
Yeah, but I'd rather listen to like ridiculous pop songs, like older ones.
Yeah.
I can't listen to this crap.
I didn't like it either, dude. I hated it.
Hey, I don't know if we're playing this one here in New York, but there's a song that I caught on another service.
Ooh.
You know, I listen to music many different ways.
Who doesn't?
And it's maybe someone can help me out. They take gunshots. Maybe it'll help our home invasion stuff. That'll be a nice seg. They take gunshots and they put it to music in a rhythmic way, and it's so freaking catchy.
That doesn't sound very good.
That sounds like it's very hurtful.
That's all I know. I don't know the name of the artist. I couldn't tell you what the name was, but I heard this thing. I'm like, wow, I got to hear this thing again. You know what it is?
I think it's Mia or M.I. I don't know. It's like a rap thing, but it's very not.
It's very
radio friendly.
No, I don't know.
It's
no,
very not radio friendly.
The thing I heard, I don't think it was rap, to be honest with you. I think it was very like kind of alternative. I don't know. Let's see.
I'll try to find it.
The phones are jammed, so if someone out there knows, just help me out on instant feedback because I can't get to the phones to get that answer right now. Hey, best new artist? Whatever. Hold on.
She's so sexy in that video. That's what convinced me to like the song. Was she's just holding an umbrella, there's water splashing on her, and I'm like, she is amazingly
So the video kind of influences you?
No, but it made me watch.
Sorry.
Like, I really watched it. Like, normally I
okay.
You know what? Like a song more.
I pride myself in knowing...
All right, play the video. I'll slap you in the face.
In knowing music. Best new artist? I don't know any of these bands except for Amy Winehouse.
No. Who else?
Is it...
Feist.
You don't know Feist, do you?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I can't.
Oh, okay.
No.
Ladisi?
Oh, my God, no.
Paramore?
No.
Taylor Swift?
No.
I don't know any of these people.
Barrymore.
And then you got Amy Winehouse in there as well. Yes, Dan.
Look at how good she looks.
You like her with the umbrella
can you not?
chick?
Yeah, she's...
I'd stand under one with her like she requested.
Feist did that Apple song, the 1, 2, 3, 4 song that was on that commercial.
I don't know that
one. It was on all the time. Nothing? Okay.
I might have heard it.
Give me the Feist. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paper Planes?
Jimmy likes
there is a lot of
little,
cursing in that?
little chocolate.
I got to listen to it.
All right, go listen to it because it's so catchy. Yeah. I mean, it's a band. I don't think they're gonna have a million hits, but they're definitely gonna have They're gonna have a big hit with this weird thing they did.
That part there is really sexy. Oh wait, those are just words. Where'd the broad go?
You got it.
I'll slap you.
Well, we're moving on to this.
I know. I'm just looking.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. Sleepless, long nights, silence with my useless for. Oh, teenage heart.
Oh, this thing. Yeah, I know this thing.
Left you with nothing, but they want some more.
This reminds me of Regina Spektor.
Is this the umbrella?
No. Are you kidding?
I don't listen to this. Oh, no, because I'm looking at a chick dancing around.
That was nice. I like that.
Yeah, that's all right.
I think you were talking about, let me see, Paper Planes by...
MIA, yeah.
Mika.
Mika? I'm hearing MIA.
M-I...
They're listening to it to see if we can play it right now without, because some people are saying there's a lot of curses in there. I didn't hear curses when I heard it. Song of the year, Before He Cheats. That's that Carrie Underwood song that we kind of effed around with.
Oh, I don't know any of these songs except for Rehab.
Like a Star by whatever, Rehab once again, and Umbrella once again, and a song that is so overrated and so overplayed.
Uh-oh.
Hey There, Delilah by the Plain White T's.
I don't know that one either.
Hey, wake up, fatty. We're done with Carrie Underwood.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
We're moving a mile a minute here. I need your help today. Let's go.
That line of the day was sponsored by...
Wait, defend yourself, Eric. What were you saying?
We were trying to...
Shut up.
We moved past Carrie Underwood. He gets flustered.
Oh,
dude, I need you to start.
Oh, that was
I need you
cruel.
to start doing crystal meth every morning before you get in here, so you're on the
Nice.
same. Like you're like this with me. I need you like this with me.
or at least not Vicodin.
All right, listen. We're moving into the Hey There, Delilah by the Plain White T's. The most overrated, overplayed song of the year.
I don't know it.
Yeah, you know this.
Have I
song.
heard it?
It's about. I think it's about a long distance relationship.
I like the only relationship songs I like long distance are Operator by Jim Croce.
This song.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
Wait, stop. So here's the song. He wants to know what it's like to be in New York City. This Delilah's in New York City, and he's 1,000 miles away, and he's a dreamer. He's dreaming. They're separated. They're in love, I believe. It's a long distance relationship.
You've given this a lot of thought, okay.
Yes, because I've heard it a million times. This guy's a dope if he thinks his long distance relationship's going to work while she's hanging out in New York City.
Where is this guy?
Clubbing and crap.
Where is he?
He's 1,000 miles away.
Are you on 42nd Street? Has a homeless man bricked you in the skull?
That's what I'm getting at. Let's start the song again. Here's Plain White T's Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away. Girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can shine as bright as you. I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. I'm right there. If you get lonely, give this song another listen. Close your eyes.
Stop it right there. You think this Delilah is waiting for you?
You're 1,000 miles away.
1,000 miles away, like, getting a nice acoustic number that you're sending to her so she can put on her iPod. Are you kidding me?
How about a text, selfish? Why listen to this song again? Why not just send me a text or give me a call?
She's in New York City. Uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Could
Where
be
is he?
trouble.
Like she's going to get lonely in New York. There's 8 million people. Half of them have delicious hogs.
Well, 1,000 miles away means it's not Boston. It's not Maine. You got to go way past Washington. You got to go past Chicago. He's in the middle of effing nowhere.
He's in Atlanta.
She's having the time of her life in New York City, and this dope is waiting and sending her songs for her iPod.
That's true. He's being robbed in Freaknik in Atlanta.
Let's see what else.
A lot of comments coming in. Whiny, emo ass crap. Turn it off. I so hate this whiny fruit.
What?
I like this song. I like it.
Plain White T's? Yeah, but it's not reality is what I'm saying.
Why is he strumming his guitar? Delilah's lonely.
Yeah.
I tried that long distance crap one time, and by the time I got back to Geneseo after spending a whole summer pining away for this chick, writing letters and stuff, I get back to find out that she went back out with her boyfriend in her small little hometown, who was the star quarterback, and they banged all summer.
That's fantastic.
As I'm sitting there listening to the words of songs at the time and writing my letters, this girl is getting...
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Every which way possible.
I'll bet you they rolled over.
That was the last time I believed in a long-distance relationship.
I'll bet you they rolled over on the wet spot and crinkled on your letters.
Right. Right.
I'll bet you her ass, like his letter was half sticking out from under her ass as the quarterback just railed.
Oh, I was 18 years old and a douche.
It doesn't work. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
The internet wasn't what it is today. I was writing my ass off.
Yeah, you had to either write a letter or go there.
And I was checking the mailbox every day, hoping for a return letter. I had opportunities. I'm like, no, man.
She had a mailbox.
Right. Yeah, she did. She had a lot of
checking her mailbox.
She had a lot of deliveries herself, if you know what I mean.
Overflowing with letters.
Right. And here I am going, no, man. I'm taken. I'm an 18-year-old douche taken.
Had this girl, of course, Lisa. She went to Quinnipiac College. and had a summer that was just fantastic, inseparable. It was amore. And then she goes off to school, Quinnipiac. It's in Connecticut, not too far, but far enough away where I ain't going to be seeing you, every night. And I visited the school a couple of times, and it was kind of cool. And then I noticed some kind of a left turn took place, and then I got a phone call, and she said, "Hey, Anthony, could you call if you're going to come up?" Because I usually would just drive up and pop into her dorm and just go like, "Hey, how you doing?" We'd hang out and stuff. And then I got the old, "Could you just call if you're going to come up?" "Oh, okay. All righty, I'll give you a call."
I'll bet you that's so she could have gifts and stuff prepared.
Yeah, that is so she could, get everything ready because she was so excited for me showing up.
Dude,
yeah.
Are you done? Because you just remind me.
Oh, that's all I need to say because it was.
Listen to this one. So a lot of people know that I went to Geneseo, Western New York, and then I moved on to. I had a choice when I was graduating Geneseo. I don't think I've ever told this on the radio. I knew a lot of people at Geneseo that decided they were going to move to Boston.
Yeah.
Okay, like a lot. I'm talking like 20, 30 people. It was this movement for whatever reason. Everyone was going to graduate Geneseo, move to Boston, and start getting their lives together. Plus, also having a really good time because it's like 20 or 30 people in a new city together.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to stay behind because I was starting my radio career in Geneva, New York, at CQ 102, hit music and more.
Wow.
While my friends went off to like bartend at the coolest bars in Boston and get these like kind of white collar jobs, and they were rocking the tea and just partying all over Boston. And I'm schlepping to my first radio job in the middle of nowhere, right? My girlfriend at the time decides she's going to be one of these people and goes to Boston. And I'm like, it's okay though. Me and Buzzy, who was seeing this girl really serious at the time, he ended up marrying her. We decided every weekend we'll just go to Boston so we could still get our careers going, but we'll go party in Boston with our friends from Geneseo. And she lived outside of Boston, actually, closer to like Cape Cod area. So anyway, we were going up weekend after weekend after weekend.
How far is
partying our
Boston
asses.
from Geneseo?
It was Rochester area. It's a long ride.
2 hours?
6-7 hours.
Oh, okay.
This is like a commitment. You have to leave on a Friday and then come back on a Sunday because we had real jobs. We couldn't like blow up Mondays or Fridays. It was like get there, party, leave Sunday morning type stuff. And I was doing it. And just like you said, all of a sudden I'm getting, give me a call when you're coming to Boston.
It's
like,
just.
What are you talking about? We're kind of like going out, I was kind of seeing her. So I remember, like, all of a sudden she's blowing me off a couple weekends in a row. She's like, yeah, I got the extra hours at the restaurant. I'm not going to be able to see you this time around. But, you'll be back next weekend. Suspicious, like Anthony was saying, right? So finally, I talked her in. I go to Boston. I talk her into, hey, why don't we have lunch? And she was like, all right. But I knew something was wrong. And I had my bag, right?
Yeah.
And I opened up her trunk at the time to put my stupid weekend bag in. And there were size... God, I don't want to exaggerate this, but I think this is accurate. What looked like size 13 basketball sneakers.
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Oh, that's not good.
Oh yeah!
Oh, that's not good.
Oh yeah! And then she finally came clean New Year's Eve and said, "Yeah, I'm seeing somebody else."
And with the sneakers and the size, you probably didn't want to know who it was.
Oh yeah!
But it explained why she was in the wheelchair. What happened with your broad?
We
sorry, and I you know what? I got so excited. I think I did interrupt you.
No, that's it's just she told me to call, and I did a couple of times, and then it was pretty much I'm transferring from that school. She went to a school on Long Island, which was kind of closer, which was odd. But again, I couldn't show up or call, and then she pretty much just was unavailable for any calls. It was like I was supposed to call before I showed up, but I could never get her on the phone, so I never showed up, and then it kind of drifted away. But then I was with some girl at a bar, and she comes in all drunk off her ass with this guy, trying to get the guy to kick my ass.
Well, that's because why? She wanted to talk to you or something. She liked you back again.
Yeah. She wanted to talk to me, and then she complimented me on my sexual prowess or something. And she was all drunk, and I said, "Well, I gotta go." And then she wanted her boyfriend to beat me up, but he wanted no part of it.
Right.
I think he just was gonna, take her out in the car or something. I don't know.
Kumi is all hog. I know you are. You're all hog.
Hog.
You're just a little skinny, weird twerp with poofy hair and just a tripod demeanor.
Like Sam.
But I picture little walnuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly proportioned.
All right, we got to take a break. I don't even know what we're doing today. We're beating up Bruce. We're beating up the Grammy nominations. Oh, can we play a little more of Hey There, Delilah when we get back?
Ugh.
I like that one.
This dummy pining away for Delilah, and she's just doing horrific things in New York City.
Of course she is.
Because she can.
He's
That's what it
1,000 miles
comes
away.
down to, because she can.
Oh, you go to the Comedy Cellar and you meet up with a mediocre act and he puts it in your mouth in the car. Say, why you losing weight?
We got to play more Delilah now. Rewind a little bit, E-Rock. After the break, we'll continue with Hey There, Delilah and other things. Opie and Anthony. Oops. Whatever. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. We're just making fun of the plain white tees. Hey, Delilah.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to comment about that song. Melody from New Hampshire, what's up? Melanie. Hold on. Start over, Melody.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That song, Hey There, Delilah.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty and everything like that. I like it. I'm a girl, whatever. But it's actually kind of creepy because he only met the girl once. She's a real girl. I forget why. I looked it up on Wikipedia once. And
that's always right.
A whole article about it. Huh?
He only met her once?
Wikipedia is always right.
Of course it is, Anthony. What's wrong with you? See, I thought it was a long distance. I thought they might have dated or something, but it's someone he is really attracted to?
That's her?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's attracted to her, but, he met her once. He kind of got a crush on her, asked her out. She said no because she had a boyfriend. And in part of the article, she's quoted as, yeah, I hear it in the gym sometimes, and I'm not really sure what to think. So it kind of puts her off.
So the dude from Plain White Tees is a stalker, basically. He's stalking this Delilah girl, and she doesn't want anything to do with him. And so he writes this song, and she still is like, whatever, I don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
And she hears it in the gym every once in a while. That's pretty interesting. Okay.
And the interesting thing is the song came out on the radio this year, but it's actually 3 years old.
Oh, wow, really?
Oh, really?
Let me say this. How good is her boyfriend in bed? What prowess does he have that he trumps this song? When you write, this is a good song, and this guy wrote a really good song for this chick, and she's like, no, I'm staying with the boyfriend, because apparently he bottoms out.
Well, maybe Delilah is waiting to see if this guy has another song in him. That's what I'm thinking. One-hit wonders aren't going to get the broad. If you're prolific.
She's a former Columbia student, and she's training for the Olympics now, so she's obviously got a lot going on.
Oh, yeah, okay. You didn't, try to hook up with some slob then?
No. She's not believe me, she's not some chick from the Midwest.
Right.
He thought she was going to, fawn over him, I guess.
Yeah.
And he wrote her song.
A little song.
Nice. What's more of the song? Maybe he tells more of the song.
All right, let's hear.
The lyrics.
Let's hear. Plain White Tees. Let's get back to Hey There, Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. I'm right there if you get lonely. Give this song another listen. Close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise. I'm by your side.
What a creep.
Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but just believe me, girl, someday I'll pay the bills with this guitar. We'll have it good. We'll have the life we knew we would.
know what the bit is? What the follow-up song would be, because, Delilah's ignoring this guy.
If this 3 years old, that explains a lot. Now he's paying the bills with it.
Yeah.
He probably sent it to her, and she's like, this kind of a sappy douche.
Yeah.
And now, there's a Grammy. It's almost like Neil Diamond finally came out and said who he wrote Sweet Caroline about after all those years.
Yeah.
And it was Caroline Hirsch, who owns Caroline's. Who knew?
I didn't know where you were going.
I didn't either. It just came. I put up my hand and it came out. Thank God.
Wow. Yeah, she owns the comedy club here in Manhattan. Hey there, Delilah. Yeah, it's going to get a little scarier now that she's ignoring the plain white tees.
Hey there, Delilah. Will you enjoy Columbia University, even though it's on 110th Street, and there's a lot of people to be careful of, because those people will do things you don't like. Hey there, Delilah. I wish Anthony had his beep ready, because I could have really plowed right through that.
I know. I suck.
That's right.
Oh, no, it's too late.
He's gonna give her a knee injury or something.
It's there for the future.
And there's gonna be no more Olympic training for this Delilah girl.
Is there more pictures of her, Eric? Could you Google her?
Right.
She's really pretty, man.
Yeah, she's all right.
I wouldn't mind taking her out for a soup at Hardy Hale's.
Malted.
Ew. She's like anorexic.
Is she?
In that picture, man. Look at her arms. Yuck. All right, we'll link all these pictures up on ondaradio.com later today. Everything we talk about that's visual on this radio show, we link up on that site for you later on in the day. All right, let's move on. Screw up Delilah and that dumb...
What happens in the song, Ope? What happens with the rest of it?
He never gets the girl.
I know, but he was going to pay the bills with a guitar, and then what?
You need to know?
I would love to know. I don't know. I don't listen to this stuff.
All right.
I listen to Crazy Train.
Go. Was that your impression of a fuzzy guitar?
No, that's just what I do. I'm a rocker, man. I can't help it. You mentioned rock and roll, I'm out of my mind.
All right.
You listen to this stuff, what do I know? I put on some Sabbath.
Wow. You're rocking.
Go ahead, let's...
Delilah, I've got so much left to say. If every simple song I wrote to you would take your breath away, I'd write it all. Even more in love with me, you'd fall. We'd have it all.
Presuming a lot.
What you do to me.
He's paying the bills with the guitar, though.
What you do to me.
I guess nothing else. It's just...
He just keeps talking about,
That's
hey.
a lot of pressure for this Delilah's boyfriend.
My question
boyfriend.
is...
A lot of pressure there.
Let's just say he had a momentary infatuation with her, and he moved, kind of like Neil Diamond did at that one point. Then you move on. It's nothing. It just becomes an artistic work as opposed to the way you feel about the girl.
Yeah, you don't think he's still completely infatuated?
Nah, 3 years ago? No, this guy's probably getting ass all over the place. He probably kicked Delilah's skinny ass out like a bag of antlers. Beat it, stupid.
He's probably got a list. At this point, he probably has a list of girls' names he's got to write songs for.
Really?
Just a whole list.
Hey, Delilah, I wrote that song before. I was having girls drop to their knees when I walked into the room. So, do you think that the husband, would you use this as your wedding song? Because you knew it was written for her if you were marrying this girl, but you also knew that this guy wasn't some obsessed creep. You knew it was
No, you couldn't do that.
Really?
No.
You couldn't do that.
No.
Why?
Because you'd be a musical cuckold.
Yes, you would be. All right.
Just sitting there, just some guy singing to your new wife.
Okay, you're right.
Everyone's staring at you at the big table.
Yeah.
And
This is written by that guy that really like. And it sounds to me. And he probably would write his own vows, and they would stink compared to the song of how nice, we'll be together because I love you.
He probably goes, well, I guess everyone here knows that my wife had a song written about her 3 years ago. Well, I'm going to sing her a song, too, that I wrote. That's probably going to be the best.
Yeah, another Grammy-nominated song? I doubt it.
So if you would humor me for 3 minutes, band, are we ready to go?
I wrote this myself. It's about you, Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah.
You're so pretty. When I'm not with you, I feel real. What do you mean I can't say that? What do you mean?
The wedding.
Yes, I can.
The wedding.
I can.
Speaking of which, we're finally doing a bit.
Dumb jock. He's a dumb jock. He's probably a dumb jock who just takes off his pants and it flops onto the floor like an eel with Darth Vader's helmet on. That's why Delilah likes him.
Here it is. Okay. This is a bit we've been trying to get going for years, and we're going to attempt to do it again. Speaking of that wedding,
the kissing contest,
the wedding
in the studio
crap.
with all of us.
No, Jimmy.
Oh.
We got the official promo.
Your wedding is a day that you'll cherish and remember for the rest of your life. So why not share those precious moments with the whole world?
I'd just like to say, I'm so happy I found Laura.
That's nice, but not what we had in mind.
And Jake, let me tell you, no one ever thought Heather would settle down with just one guy. I mean, you know, we've all her.
Kill you!
The Opie and Anthony Show wants to exploit your wedding videos. Send your videos to Danny at FoundryMusic.com. That's Danny at FoundryMusic.com. And if you have no clue how to send a video clip, you can always snail mail it to the Opie and Anthony Show. Attention Wedding Videos. 111 West 57th Street, Suite 500, New York, New York, 10019.
Hopefully this info will be up on ONDARadio.com. But basically, we've all been to a million weddings. And those best man speeches especially, we want some of those where they're just awkward and awful. You know, think wedding singer, obviously, and, you know.
Well, boy, that would be a good one.
Yeah, no kidding. But, you know, those really ridiculous moments from weddings gone by.
I did something kind of creepy last night. My girlfriend and I were there, and we were just sitting around, and we put on The Champ with Ricky Schroeder.
Oh.
It was almost over.
Oh, why?
I don't know. The first scene in the movie that we saw in the film was like a half hour left was when the Champ tells Ricky to go on the boat and John Voight slaps Ricky Schroeder. And both of us were crying inside of probably 40 seconds of putting the Champ on. It was awful. And then she was bawling so horribly because she's kind of like hormonal. So I went and got my tape recorder because, like, literally, there's one part where she was going. It was like those type of just great tears. I thought she was laughing at first. And I went and got my recorder, and I'm like, "Oh, this is good," because I wanted to. No, I didn't bring it in because she didn't cry as hard. I figured once the Champ is gone.
All right, just get another mushy movie.
Yeah,
Get it done. Man.
Oh, she was. But it was sobbing like. I was like, "All right, already." I like the Champ too, hon. But
all right, I'll admit one. Do you have one, Ant?
What, a cryy moment?
Yeah.
You can't cry, by the way, not watching the end of that movie.
Mine is a weekly one. This is not good to admit as
what?
Good times?
Being a shock jock, this is not a good thing to do, but good times, very good.
Wait, is it a sitcom or a show?
It's a show, and every week I have to awkwardly leave the living room and go, "Hey, you need anything from the kitchen?"
Like Kleenex?
I'll be right back. Dude, that Extreme Makeover home freaking show.
Are you kidding?
Brutal.
What?
But I've seen it. It's not. It's so.
Last week they had 4 kids that none of them are going to make it to high school, and they have all these health problems.
Is that what they're doing these days? Then they're just taking.
I hate. Yeah. And also I'm like, what is this strange feeling I have?
It's emotion.
This moisture in the eyeballs. This is strange. I don't openly bawl, but I get a little action going with that dumb show.
Every week?
Every effing week. When they start chanting, "Move that bus! Move that bus!" And then the bus moves and you see the reaction of the family as they see their brand new house that they supposedly built in a week. Yeah, right. Yeah. That's the one that gets me, I'll be honest.
You know what show made me cry a lot too? Believe it or not, Lost. I don't know why I cried a lot watching Lost. Yeah,
really?
I'm an emotional wreck. I've told you that, but I don't know why that one got me.
Really?
Yeah. Certain moments of it did.
Wow, like what?
I don't remember.
To
be honest, I don't remember. But I remember I would. Sometimes sappy stuff just gets you. That's why it's sappy stuff.
Yeah.
I hate to act like I'd love to tell you I'm above it, but
extreme makeover.
Fruit.
Move that bus. Extreme makeover. Oh yeah, they got. You know, you could have a whole marathon with yourself. You go to YouTube. That's the beauty of YouTube. They got the move that bus moments of every show they've done.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't even have to sit through the crap of how they're explaining how they're building stuff. You just get to see the moment where the family. There was one family, a black family, where the lady falls on the pavement.
Wow,
that actually made me laugh really hard. I think I brought that to everyone's attention. But the lady, the mother. Oh, yeah, my son was killed moment.
Yeah.
But it's actually for a new house. She falls down, and they're trying to run and get her before she hits the pavement, and then one of her daughters falls over.
Mm-hmm.
That one was hilarious. That one was hilarious.
I think that they should, only do extreme makeovers for burn victims, and then every week they give them the mask of another superhero. Like, you're going to be Spider-Man from now on. And they give him a hat and white gloves. And I'll stop bothering people. Scram.
All right, hey.
Sorry, that was just mean and based in nothing.
We have so much material, we haven't gotten to anything, which means we're having a fine show. Grammy nominations. There's 2 more categories. We'll move on.
We're going to do hard rock?
Well, there's an opportunity here for maybe some, this one over here. Best pop vocal album. You got Bon Jovi in there. You got this Feist again.
It's amazing he's still relevant.
You got Maroon 5. You got Amy Winehouse. And then you got Jimmy's favorite. Jimmy loves this guy.
Oh, my God, that's right.
Paul McCartney. What do you think, Jimmy?
I do like him a lot. I didn't like this trite dreck that he put out. And that's all it was trite
but he's
drivel.
But he's playing the ukulele.
And
dancing.
We're going to be all right. It is actually...
Not that. No way.
It's kind of
Best
catchy,
pop vocal
but it's
album.
terrible.
Paul McCartney, Memory Almost Full, yes.
Oh, and they'll give it to him.
Yeah, it'll hop up.
Everybody gonna dance tonight. Everybody gonna feel alright.
This guy wrote with Lennon, and this is what he's doing now?
He watched Lennon write.
There's something to be said about being taken out in your prime, man.
I know.
Everybody gonna hit the ground.
Are they?
He probably kept screwing up the songs. Like Lennon wrote Strawberry Fields Forever, and then McCartney said, now the next line should be, we're going to leave it never. No, I'll take care of this one.
Yuck. All right. And then finally, best rock album, that Daughtry. He sold 3 million CDs, I heard.
He's the one from American Idol, right?
Oh,
he's nominated?
He's got an amazing effing voice. I think you've just seen the beginning of what this guy's capable of.
I'm not a fan, but I
You're not a fan of his stuff?
Not at all.
I noticed on American Idol, like the first time he sang, I was like, whoa, okay, this guy's got a voice.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the right people behind him yet. I think they kind of threw this band together, and they got some really good writers to, throw out some songs that are very catchy and people are really enjoying, obviously, but I think when he really figures out what he's doing, it's going to be way better than this stuff. Way better.
And guess who's nominated for Best Hard Rock Performance?
I don't even go to hard rock.
Oh, I do.
Jimmy.
It's the first place I go.
Best rock album. So you got Daughtry. You got John Fogerty, Revival. Hasn't he made that CD like 4 or 5 times?
Of course he has. John Fogerty? I thought he was dead.
First of all, John Fogerty, Revival. If you know anything about CCR, they have used that word a few times.
It's in their name.
No, I know, but as far as yeah, good point.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but they've had albums also like Revival and they're working off that as well. But Foo Fighters are in there. Bruce Springsteen for Best Rock Album with Magic and Wilco.
And Ozzy's nominated for I Don't Want to Stop for Best Hard Rock Performance, but that's only for song. Good boy, Oz. He won't win. I think they'll probably give it to the stupid Foo Fighters. But
stupid Foo Fighters.
Exactly.
I don't know if this means anything to anybody except myself, but I was listening to something else. And, getting turned on to new songs and stuff. And there's this band, MIA. And I think this is the chick that fell off the stage, the famous stage diver, someone is telling us.
Oh, is she the one that woofed?
Do we have that, E-Rock? This was a great clip where this chick, the lead singer of this band, Mia, I don't know much about him, MIA or Mia, whatever. She stage dove, and there was no one to catch her, and she hit the floor.
Yeah.
We played the clip a million times. You got that, E? All right. Anyway, I think it's the same person. There's a song called Paper Planes, and I heard this, and I'm like, man, there's something about this song. It's catchy. I don't know if I like it or what, but
it's definitely catchy.
I'm not sure if I like it. I'm not going to lie to you, but I heard it, and I'm like, it made me turn my head and kind of turn up the radio a little bit and go, what is this about?
It's one of those catchy songs by some...
We just got a taste. Here it is.
Limey band.
They do some interesting things with gunshots and the sound of a cash register. Just a taste, don't worry. MIA is the name of the chick. Okay.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every step I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name. Sometimes I think sitting on trains.
hook would be nice.
It's any second.
Making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name.
Weird, right?
I hate this chick.
It's just the accent.
Yeah, because she sounds like Dana, but she's trying to like embrace rap culture, but she's just not cool.
There's something very interesting. Where did you guys get this version of the song? I think iTunes. Was it?
Why?
Because the version I heard, those gunshots are as clear as day, and the version we just play, it sounds like maybe strategically it's more in the mix, so
So
it's
muffled.
not, so it's not as obvious. I'm wondering, or if it's just an iTunes download that whatever isn't of good quality. Whatever. I just want to throw that out there today.
And here is the stage dive.
Do you got the long version? Yeah, here's the long version because the song ends. It's not the same girl, people are saying, by the way. But we might as well play it. Listen to this.
We'll get shot. We'll get shot,
Good.
Hey, we got Sean in Boston listening on BCN, heading toward a break here. But first, Sean, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
Which one of you guys was just saying that you were crying over, what was it, Extreme Home Makeover?
Look, I already look like a wuss here. When I say, hold on, I get a little moisture. I'm not openly bawling, but I get a
I
little.
do too, but in a different area. In that show. They're poor.
When I was 5 years old, my house
Hey,
burned
Sean,
down. The Red
Sean,
Cross
we're doing jokes here. Will you slow down? There was a yield sign. You had to let a few cars go.
Beep.
Now it's your turn. Go ahead.
When I was 5, my house burnt down. The Red Cross had to come and rebuild it, right? And I was on a car.
The Red Cross had to rebuild your house. Continue.
Listen, the ironic part about me crying at this show is I'm 6'8", 300 pounds.
You what?
I'm 6'8", 300 pounds, former Marine.
All right, well,
I cry watching Extreme Home Makeover.
you're a big boy, but big boys
Hoorah.
cry. Just because you're a large fella doesn't mean that you don't have a sweet little heart that was wounded.
Just funny to see, though.
So you're a big boy and you cry at Extreme Home Makeover?
It looks like Pyle getting
Yeah,
a
I get a little-
bed party.
I get a little
Blanket
flushed.
party.
Oh.
I get a little flushed. My Jimmy Norton glasses, they fall to the floor and just shatter.
Oh, boy.
Do you have Jim Norton glasses?
Huh?
All right.
All right, let's just let's cut our
Goodbye,
loss.
Sean.
Boston usually is good, but they get a failing grade today.
Well, he's emotional.
Failing grade for
He's
Boston.
emotional. He's sweet.
Go Pats, go though.
Ugh. Go Cowboys.
F the Cowboys.
How about Pats? How about Brady? Hey, Brady, go with ligament damage. Home. How about that? How about Brady go play golf? Sick of Tom Brady and his boyish good looks.
Going undefeated this year.
No, they're not. They absolutely. He's gonna kind of injure himself. Like something will happen where he's like strained something, and then he will wind up. They'll sit him a game. They're not. They can't blow the playoffs with him.
They're going to blow the playoffs to go undefeated. Lisa in the
they have
Bronx.
to.
No way.
Lisa in Dub Bronx.
The Bronx. Good morning, boys. How are you?
Hey, Lisa.
Hey. Oh, would you start smoking pot again with that song?
No, well, and I'm getting a lot of abuse, which is completely fine, but I just want people to listen to what I said. I'm not really sure if I like the song, but it's different enough where it made me like take notice and go, wow, there's something a little different going on in that song.
Catchy for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure I like it, but it was different. And someone was saying that they're sampling the Clash in that song.
Really?
Maybe that's a little obscure going down the music road, but supposedly that gunshot thing is from possibly a Clash song. So I don't know. What did you think of that song, Lisa?
It's okay.
What did it pique your interest, or you're like whatever?
Whatever.
Okay.
It's not my thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Love you.
All right, love you, Lisa in Dub Bronx. We should take a break.
Right.
We got woman pours hot grease on sleeping husband. We got the home invasion story that we were supposed to start the show.
Yes, very frightening.
Mall killer update.
Oh,
there's your update. We ain't giving that F for any time on this show. F him.
What's the update? Less people who were dead aren't. There's no need for an update.
Yeah, what update?
Unless he's not a jerk off anymore, with little red lips and glasses.
F the mall killer. And other things. Stay there. It's Opie and Anthony. Opie, Anthony, and some stranger today.
I took a bite of cantaloupe a little late.
Opie, Anthony, and their friend Egbert. Oh, good. I said it twice.
What do you got there?
Let's see. McFly on instant feedback says, "Hey, say hello to Jimmy Mo Green Norton." You should have a bullet put through one of those lenses.
Jimmy,
Mo Green, goddammit.
If you're lazy and you get up a little later than most of the people that listen to our show, Jimmy came in today with glasses on because he had to take his contacts out for a week or so because he's getting that LASIK.
That's right. I have to give time for my thick corneas.
All right. Draw stupid glasses for everyone in the room.
The dancers will kick your glasses off. Mike, you don't walk into a Pearl Vision Center and talk to a man like Mo Green like that.
Scott in Iowa wants to jump on. Go ahead, Scott.
Hey.
Scott, you're on the air.
Scott. Maybe he fell asleep.
Oh, Scott.
He wanted to say Jim went to school of wizardry.
Wizardry.
Well,
Are you saying he looks like a young Harry Potter with his glasses
he looks like a creepy older Harry Potter that doesn't get the hint that he should lose the glasses.
I'm working at a place called Poconuts in the Poconos.
Ew.
Whoa, hold on. You are not working at a place called Poconuts.
I am. It's kind of like coconuts, but the Pocono version.
Yuck.
Coconuts, but then, there it is.
Jimmy.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Jimmy.
Poconuts.
Coconuts hurts, let me tell you. It really does. Sometimes.
You do realize you were on HBO, right?
Yes.
Recently.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Why are you at a place called Poconuts?
I'm on my small little place tour working on new material. So, my bigger shows, they don't hear the same crap they saw on HBO.
He's working out stuff.
So he
stuff.
goes far away to Poconuts.
When you go and see Jim Norton at the North Fork Theater out there on Long Island New Year's Eve, you're going to see all new stuff, a whole new hour.
Yeah, it's not the HBO hour. You can't do that to people. Musicians get away with that for their whole careers. They're lucky.
And then possibly some cheesecake at my brother's joint after the
I would like some of that Oreo cheesecake. I'm trying to dine healthier.
Oh.
New Year's Eve, you just go crazy,
I took Lou's advice from yesterday.
Lou.
We had Lou on later in the program yesterday. Amy Fisher's husband.
Yeah.
And I think I'm taking his advice, and I'm not having bread.
I thought of Lou last night when I was out.
Did you?
Yep,
Just standing there.
And I had a roll. Actually, yesterday afternoon for lunch, I had a roll, and I only had a teeny roll, and I said no more. Because I actually thought of what Lou had said as well.
I ate no bread.
Lou changed our lives.
Lou actually made an impact. I am really not eating. I had only half of my bagel this morning.
Really?
And then I threw the rest away.
Well, you can afford to eat Starbucks stuff, Open. You got that little V going on.
Boom.
What? You get that body that we all look at.
It's like, dude.
Sometimes Opal lifts his arms and his little stomach shows. You're like, that kid's got a body on him.
You know what? It's time to finally bring this out in the open. You have wrecked me. Know how many people come up to you and go, you don't even have anything close to it.
Where's the V?
That morning radio is really effing up your V. I never had a V.
You got a U. It just kind of hangs over your pants.
I walk into these
O-ring.
I walk into these signings and I'm like sucking in my gut and I'm wearing like a shirt that kind of hangs because of you. Because of you.
Girdle.
I saw, and it's always guys for some reason. I saw Hope at Jim Norton's book signing. He doesn't have a V.
Where's the V?
He does. You got to see him in a certain chair. Like Opal lean back and his arms go above his head, and you see that just a little bit of belly. It's like a little belly shot. You see the little V go. We all look.
And it's belly.
No, it's not. It's flat.
It's belly, not
it's flat.
abs.
I see the belt, and the belt sticks out farther than the stomach. That's flat.
So I was saying, I got some really good abs under this little small layer of fat.
I can still grab 2 handfuls of fat. I want to commit suicide. I want to kill myself via slicing my fat forehead open.
Are you waiting for us to go? Oh, no, don't do that, Jimmy.
No,
No.
I'm expecting you to encourage me and get me fresh razors. You think I just walk into the studio for the first time?
I always wonder when people kind of admit something serious on our show if they're expecting us to be like, hey, no, why would you ever do that?
No.
All right, home invasion time.
Yeah. Oh, this
is Anthony's favorite subject.
This is a subject that it terrifies me.
I'm still fighting the good fight, and I just think Anthony might be a bit paranoid.
Nope.
A little bit.
I address it in my podcast that I'll never, ever get online. I actually have it. I just got to get somebody to host it. So
you got a 20
send me an email or something.
You got a 20-minute video iPod.
I went off a little long. Look, it's my first video iPod I really put together, and I was just going off the cuff. I wasn't scripted or anything. I sat in front of my camera in my office, and the whole segment is Anthony's office, where I could go in there and just pontificate. And I mentioned, it's different than the Opie and Anthony show because I don't have Opie or Jimmy making fun of me and my thoughts on home invasions and calling me crazy.
I don't think you're crazy, actually.
You know I am.
Yeah, but I think you're right about the home invasions.
But then I'm called, and I mentioned this also, I'm called a little excessive, maybe a little overly concerned.
Yeah.
But then when you see all these home invasions, that's when I start saying, see? So I put together a thing that shows what I do, what I have to protect myself, what you should do to protect yourself. It's like a public service message, although I am drinking during it.
Know what I like about your video iPod?
Yes.
Video podcast? I finally got to see your house.
Yes, the inside of my office.
Very nice.
That's,
you got
great.
You got a nice joint there.
It's nice. I pulled a little chair in there. Lighting. You should see it. It looks like a studio now.
Yeah.
But I put it all together, and I can't stand the thought of being in your own home. Mm-hmm. It's your own house. You're looking at things that are very familiar to you. Family, things on the wall, pictures, and at the same time, you're being a big fist is bashing you in the face, and you're going, I'm home. This is my house.
All right.
It's supposed to be the safest place ever, and here I am getting pummeled. My wife or daughter getting ravaged in the back room, and there's nothing I can do about it because I didn't give this any thought.
Well, here's the latest home invasion.
Yep.
And a woman on Long Island is recovering this morning.
Long Island,
after a
thank you.
brutal sex attack. She was at home asleep in North Babylon Tuesday night when a masked man came in through the window.
There you go. Okay, hold on right there.
What?
Came in through the window. Came in through the window.
Yeah, well, that's what the Beatles. Joe Cocker. Who was it?
No, you don't come. They just came in to sing.
Could you give me came in through the bathroom window? It's very normal to keep your windows open. What?
No, it's not. It is probably the worst thing people could do because they're always coming through open windows, you dummies. And I also address the fact that if you're having work done,
you need some of that December fresh air.
Then turn on your air conditioner and get some cool air to blow in because there's no way my windows are open or unlocked unless I am home and armed. Because I'm not going to have some guy flying through a window and not be able to blast them right back out again. It just ain't going to happen to me. But the open window thing, and I bring this up because you were talking about how you have workers at your house.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're pretty high up in a building. I don't think you got to worry about a superhero.
Spider-Man.
Coming as Spider-Man might cause you some problems.
If he decides to go to the dark side, I'm effed.
Yeah, the black-suited Spider-Man, you're screwed.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about suburbia. You got your house, the windows are at ground level like that. You can't leave them unlocked. And if you have people come in that work on your house, check every single window and make sure it's latched when they leave.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Uh-huh.
The Beatles encouraged us back in the day.
And yeah. The silver spoon's all you got. Should have it protected by a gun. Came in through the bathroom window.
I blame the Beatles for everyone leaving their windows unlocked.
Yeah. Came in through the bathroom window.
Yeah.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
Can we get to the rest of the story? This is a very serious story. We understand.
Of course.
That. So let's separate the comedy from the seriousness of what happened to this poor lady out there on Long Island. All right, we want to acknowledge that.
Yes, we do.
Night when a masked man came in through the window and raped her. The suspect is described as a slim man who's about 5'6". People in the neighborhood were shocked to hear about that vicious attack.
Even in the neighborhoods themselves, there needs to be more watch, more police out.
And I was robbed once, so I've learned my lesson. They came through a window, and I lock the doors even when I'm home.
See?
Who is that person?
A very
local
smart
resident, Jimmy.
Local
Why?
dummy.
Who cares what she does? She lives on the 11th floor. No one cares about her. You weren't raped.
I lock my windows.
Yeah, do you? Good. Then why are we talking to you?
You have to lock those windows. And when you have workers come in, you don't know. You don't know if one of them is not trustworthy. They leave a window open. They unlock it, and then they tell their friends, hey, I left the window unlocked. And then before you know it, home invasion.
Home invasion.
Now you're screwed.
Well,
you're there with your family, and that's no time to be thinking about, hey, what do I do now? I got that phone cord around my neck. I'm being pistol whipped. And what do I do? What do I do? This is a great time to really think this out when I'm moments away from maybe being shot. You gotta be prepared.
Let's say hi to Tim in Rochester. We don't hear from Rochester that often. Why not?
Ooh.
Why not, Tim?
Because they've got Rover's Morning Glory on in the morning, which sucks.
Well, that wasn't nice.
Why don't you like Rover's Morning Glory?
Because Doogie is a see you next Tuesday.
The what?
I don't know who we like those guys.
All right, Tim. What do you got for the show? Now that you heard everybody.
I agree with Anthony.
Yeah?
See?
I keep one chambered and 5 magnums ready to go. Somebody comes through my front door, I'm going to light them up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, see, that's nice.
Is it possible to light someone up like a Christmas tree?
I don't think literally.
I've always wondered
figuratively speaking.
All right, Tim. What about loaded guns in the house? That could be dangerous too, right, Ant?
No.
Well, we got a story that says yes.
Okay.
Curtis Collins' family says he was doing what he loved last night when he died. Police say a single bullet to the head killed Collins, and a 2-year-old had the gun. It happened here on Stone.
Oh, is it Baby Finster?
Babyface Finster.
Right.
Oh, Finster, baby. Naughty Finster.
Gun. It happened here on.
He had a load in the gun and a load in his pants.
And his little dighty.
His diaper would have been a much funnier line.
Boy, he might have been shocked. He must have been shocked when that thing went off. The whole story is ridiculous.
You know, well, it gets interesting.
Well, was it his gun or did the kid bring it?
It was a kid's gun.
The gun. It happened here on Stonewall Street. Collins' family says he was working on a CD at this recording studio, trying to make it in the music business.
He was a good-hearted person. He liked to make people laugh. He loved to sing and dance.
Vallis Thorpe and Curtis were engaged to be married. Pregnant with this baby, she's due in just 2 months.
Of course. Why not?
Investigators say a loaded gun sitting on a table was in reach of a curious toddler, and the night quickly turned tragic. Brunswick Police Chief Edna Johnson says the gun didn't belong to Collins, and she says it certainly didn't belong in the hands of a child.
Obviously, someone wasn't watching, and the child was able to.
How do you just have someone else's gun laying on the coffee table that's loaded and ready to go?
See, this isn't.
And it's not your gun.
This isn't the way I'm talking about being safe at home. There's a gun laying on a table. There's a 2-year-old running around. They don't know whose gun it is. How do you? If you walked into your house and saw a gun sitting there, I'd make the face like Bruce Willis did when he walked back into his apartment to make those toaster pastries and saw the gun on the shelf on his counter. That's exactly what I would do. It's like, what the hell is that? There's a gun on my counter.
Wow.
But this guy just is recording music. There's kids running around, and there's a gun on the table that no one knows who it belongs to.
Wonderful.
Played with the gun, and the gun discharged.
But I can't see I can't see how a 2-year-old could pull the trigger.
Thorpe says none of this makes sense to her, and she has a lot of unanswered questions. But right now the family is focusing on Collins, listening to his music, and remembering the man they loved. And the family says they don't know this almost 3-year-old. They believe, though, that he is the son of a friend.
They don't know the kid. Dude, they don't know the kid or who owned the gun.
Why do I
think it's a friend.
What? This 2-year-old did not. It was an adult that shot him, and they're blaming the kid. They'll do a powder test on the kid. This is not the kid.
Yeah, you think that's going to be the case?
We don't know who the kid is.
We don't know who the kid is or where the gun came from or anything.
He just showed up with a bus ticket and his bags. He's 2.
He's 2 years old, running around their house, and they don't know who he is, and there's a gun on the table.
And they also found a pound of cocaine, which they believe the kid brought with him.
Yeah,
what's this kid
just
doing?
Evil.
Gave him a Colombian necktie. Kid slapped him and demanded to know where the money was. This kid's a problem.
We got new Steve remixes. New Steve remixes. I think we can fit them in before we go to break here. Of course, we know.
I didn't realize.
The sounds of Steve.
What?
This is him warming up his voice before he does production for the show. The listeners have taken those sounds and they've thrown them into some very, very popular songs. Excuse me. We got that Bon Jovi one. I'll start with that. Oh, all right. I got it.
That just doesn't get old.
No, we got 2 new ones that we got to play for everybody today. But first, this is the one that a lot of people are requesting. Those sounds put to a Bon Jovi song. I like that one. I can't work these CD players anymore. They're getting worse and worse. Brad the Rooster in Michigan came up with that one. All right, very good. And then Dan likes this one. Actually, a lot of people on Instant Feedback like this one, too. We have only played it, I think, once, maybe twice. It's Chris in West Virginia took Steve's sounds and put it to a little song we all know and love from the old days. Ooh. What? There you go.
What?
And then now we got 2 new ones, 2 quickies. We'll start with we'll do Skinny Pete's.
New ones.
2 new ones. They keep coming
exciting.
in. By the way, we were kind of throwing the idea around during break. Maybe a little barking dogs for Christmas time.
Yes, Barking Steve.
Barking Steve could be good. All right, here's this one.
Okay. Even though you know where it's going.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Good one.
And we got this one that came in, the last one for today, from Austin. Austin came up with this next one. Just waiting for it to queue up.
Who would have thought so much mileage out of that?
Out of some dumb sound.
Some stupid Steve sound.
This is stupid.
It's absolutely stupid and hysterical.
Just when I think the bit has run its course, I don't know, man. Then you hear a new one, you're like, I think I need to hear more still.
And they've all been good.
Yeah. All right. Quick break, and we'll continue, right?
Right.
We still got, the Canadian PSAs. Oh, my God. How are we going to fit all this in today?
Do we have new ones or the same ones?
No, the Canadian accident.
Spilled my coffee.
The greatest.
The Canadian accident prevention PSAs. Can we get the spilt my coffee one? We got to replay
Got to
that.
be bleeped.
We do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he really curses.
Oh, does he?
Very realistic.
We got a clean version of that? All right, we'll figure it out during the break. And then we got these new Canadian accident prevention PSAs that are very disturbing. Very interesting stuff. And I think we're on top of what's going on in the world for the most part. I don't see... we're all right. Opie and Anthony, stay there. Still lots to do on the Opie and Anthony show today. We got Roland. He has stopped by to stick up for Bruce Springsteen. That should be good.
Oh, great.
I have... E-Rock called... Is Joel on the phone yet?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll get to this after Joel. Just remind me that E-Rock called me last night, so I had to...
Is it quick?
Yeah, Eric he just called me, and he had a story for me, so I would pass it on to you. I got a call at like 7:30 last night. I never get calls from Eric.
And what'd you have for Jim Norton there, E-Rock?
Went to Dennis Leary's book signing to get Jimmy's book signed by the cast of Rescue Me. And Dennis announced that we need to sell more books in order to beat Jimmy Norton because he's too important to come down to get his book signed for himself.
That's the story I got. Thank you, by the way.
Welcome back to the Opie and Anthony show.
What's the publicist's name?
Ow.
Carrie Gordon. And why did you want me to thank Carrie Gordon? You didn't finish the story, because that part of the story, you probably think this kid, that story sucked, but there's more to it.
Oh, there's more. Okay, E-Rock?
Radio Gold about to happen. Yes,
E-Rock?
Go ahead.
Carrie and Adam Ferrara got me to the front of the line. So I was first online to get Jim's book signed in front of 500 people.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Getting back from break here.
I know you were doing me a favor. Did you get your book signed? Then shut up. You weren't doing me a favor. You were using my name to do you a favor.
And stop being a braggart.
Yeah.
Cutting the line. Those people work hard for a living, and they're sitting there for hours to get their book signed.
But he made it seem
Why
like
don't you brag a little more.
This is what bugs me about you, Rock. He made it look like he did me this big favor, but he wanted the cast to rescue me to sign his book.
Yeah.
And I was
He
incidental.
used you
Right,
to
he
get
did.
to the front of the line.
I'm just a whore, but thank you.
Also, let's say hi to Bill Burr.
Hi, Bill.
Bill.
Hello, Jim.
Nice
I was
having you
saying,
back.
Yeah, I got in the car coming over here, and the first thing I heard, the second we turned on the radio, is I hear you going, "You live on the 11th floor. You didn't get raped."
That must sound really funny out of context. You're just turning on your radio and you just hear a line like that.
Oh, it's hilarious.
You don't know
I'm
what
like,
it
all right.
means or what they were discussing.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, these guys are in full sprint.
Yeah, we were in our home invasion mode.
Of course.
Talking about home invasions.
And we also have Roland in studio. Roland, I know you're wearing the Bruce Springsteen shirt. That's terrific.
Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band shirt he's got on.
And I will say it again, the most overplayed and overrated artist. One of the most in rock history.
Did you see him? He kind of put his hand out at you and went, "I disagree."
Why don't you defend Bruce Juice?
Well, I mean, to me, it's like the greatest band ever. I mean, Bruce was born to run at 24 years old, so he did tell about his middle-age stories with his friends.
His what?
About his stories, because Jimmy said, like, you didn't know about his, like,
Ant said that.
Oh.
Yeah, I said that.
I like two songs by him, and Pink Cadillac is not one of them.
Pink Cadillac, run down the street, fly with the man,
But that's a rare song in
Jersey.
concert,
What?
That's a rare song in concert, though.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you have to see him, like, 10 nights, and they'll hear it once.
Really? That's great.
So why should we like Bruce
10
Springsteen?
nights. Jesus, the guy
Because,
can't sell
I mean,
out places. Though.
Defend your hero. You saw him how many times on the last tour?
70. Oh, the last tour, some 22 times.
22 times.
Some 8
Why?
times this tour.
That's
Did
good that
you,
you're not
did you
using
take your top off?
No.
It's good you're not using your connections in the business.
Well, yeah.
Wait, you saw him 8 times when he was in New York alone?
Yeah, well, this tour, though, and there's rehearsal shows and that.
And I heard a number that was coming out of his mouth right
70?
before that. Yeah, how many
78
times have
times.
you seen him total?
78 times total.
78 times.
And I'll go to the rumored 15 nights in Jersey this summer.
Every night you'll
15?
go?
Yeah, every night I'll go.
You'll go to 15 nights. Why would you do that?
Because each night's different. He does, like, different set list. Like 8 to 9 different songs each night. And then he'll make special T-shirts.
Different
night one,
stories
night
about
two.
factories.
Yeah. About working class guys and the Jersey Shore.
Yes, well, I mean, he doesn't have any opening bands because he doesn't need it, and he just hops on.
No one's buying this working class guy anymore. I picture after a Bruce Springsteen show that he goes back to his mansion like Batman used to go back to his lair.
Yeah. like,
you guys
But
go
it's
back to
all
your lair.
underground freaking tunnels and stuff.
Clarence drives him home.
Because he doesn't want, he doesn't want his fans of knowing where he actually lives. In a gated community in a massive mansion.
Takes off his working class jeans.
Right.
Puts on some slacks.
Yeah.
Takes out a pipe.
Well, he signs autographs for the fans. So.
Does he?
So is everyone famous? What else does he do? Wave at them through the car?
No, he points at you.
Has he ever pointed at you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
After the ninth night, he's having security look at him.
He's like, hey, security.
Who's the Hawaiian chick staring at me?
Samoan.
So, Roland, doesn't it lose its luster by, like, I mean, I'm a Sabbath freak.
No.
But I couldn't see them 15 nights in a row.
No.
By the 6th night, don't you like, all right, you're just as excited?
Yes.
Do you cry the last night?
No, just get misty-eyed because he does Jersey Girl the very last night.
Oh, good. Thank God he saves that one.
Jersey Girl. Yeah.
So at the 15th night, so you go, finally.
What's that song about? A working class girl in Jersey who
he
blew
likes
somebody
the
in a
Jersey Girl.
factory.
Yeah, what?
Jersey, I didn't know Jersey Girl.
It's Tom Waits' song. It's a cover.
Oh, good.
You were at 30 Rock this morning?
No, that was a while.
Oh, no,
A while ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was there
The 30 Rock at
3 in the
5
morning.
a.m. to watch him. You could have said, like, at some point, Iraq, write down it wasn't today.
Yeah.
At 5 a.m.
For the Today Show.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like
Bruce
the
was playing the Today Show, so you went
Okay.
and got there at 5 in the morning to watch him.
To watch
right in
him.
the front. Yeah.
That's
You're
right.
right in the front. Did
That's
you have
my
a sign? I love you, Bruce.
No, I had a special pass. I could blow by people.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you get to meet him?
Yeah.
You've met Bruce before? How
3
many times?
3.
3. And did he remember you?
Yes, because he said I look unique.
Also, while we have Roland in here, because we got to get to Joel McHale from The Soup.
God.
We hear you do the best Steve impression.
I don't know. I just
Hold on, let me get the noise for everybody again. But we all do the noise around the office, this.
I didn't realize.
But we're hearing you do the best one.
I go. I'm just too angry right now.
What did he just do?
I'm just too angry right now at everybody. Seriously, Iraq.
Oh my God. I got the DCs.
He does these impersonations. Ugh.
Let's say hi to Joel McHale. Joel, I'm really sorry you had to hear the last
Yes.
few minutes of our fine radio show.
I want to know when Roland's getting his own show.
Oh, boy. You could give it to him.
The Bruce Springsteen Orgasm Hour.
Hey, Joel, why don't you even acknowledge that we're friends on that show called
Yeah.
The Soup?
Well, I don't have friends, and at E, they don't let you have them. And if I don't say that Ryan is my friend, my best friend, then I get in huge trouble.
Yeah, it's all about Ryan.
Ryan
The Ryan
Seacrest.
Seacrest Network.
Oh, he's good. That guy's
Yeah.
good.
How about you save a few jobs in entertainment for other people?
Well, that would he when he runs out of time, then that will open up some jobs for all of them.
Now, I know you know and like Ryan, but honest to God, they put him in these, like, a lot of places, like, where like, there's a lot of men and stuff, and I don't know any guys that like him.
I think Joel doesn't really like Ryan Seacrest.
Well, Joel has never said that. I mean, but if we say, like, Ryan sucks, Joel kind of smiles and nods.
Just listen how he talks about Ryan.
he has
Read between the lines.
He has a team of snipers that.
Does it? Wow.
Moment. I often will just be doing the dishes, and I look down, and there's a little laser on my chest,
Yeah.
and I know that it's him.
Hey, Joel, are you a big Bruce Springsteen guy?
No, not really.
Yeah, good.
I mean, sure, I like a few songs, but I didn't realize I mean, I've known Roland for a while now, and I never realized what he actually is.
A creep. He really is creepy. Roland, by the way, refuses to wear coats in New York City in the winter.
It's freezing cold. He goes out. He'll be out in that Bruce Springsteen T-shirt.
It's bizarre.
Walking down and not even and he's
sweaty.
not cold.
He's sweating.
Yeah, he's sweating.
Yeah, all he needs is a copy of one of the CDs in his back pocket, and he's good.
This shows how pathetic my life is. I got a pair of tickets to see the Islanders and the Rangers here in New York City.
Nice.
And after trying to figure out who would go with me, and I realized I don't really have friends, I had to call Roland. And I met him on a street corner, and it was a cold night here in New York. I had my my puffy coat on. I had a hat, gloves, you know the deal. And I meet him. He's on the corner in a T-shirt, in a Rangers old school T-shirt.
And then you're on your way to an ice rink.
Yes.
He's standing there with his terminal flop sweat.
Yeah, that's what he's got. Hey,
Roland is a very hairy guy, though.
Yeah.
Except where you need the hair.
Yeah, right
on
on
top of your
top.
head, which is always bizarre.
But like
Has
his
he ever
back.
been mistaken for a Sasquatch or something?
He always looks like he's bombing.
On like a really important set too, like on Letterman, not just like at a late night club.
Pal Talk is coming up with it. They're saying Roland looks like George the Animal Steel, like a younger version of George the Animal Steel.
That is not a compliment.
Joel, how's the soup going?
You know, as long as Tyra keeps on the air, you guys, we can keep the lights on.
Joel, we're on the same page with this Tyra. We were just saying the other day, we just don't give this Tyra justice on our show. We can't make it work because it's such an amazing thing. But I don't know if we do a good job with it. She makes this show all about her all the time, no matter what subject she talks about.
It's very hard to get a word in edgewise or to get your story out without Tyra jumping on and saying, "That happened to me." And then she just goes on and on about how it happened to her. And leaves the guest hanging.
She talks about the hardships she suffered as a young model in Paris when she was alone and didn't have her mother.
I know people
like her poor life of her making $25,000 a week walking down a runway. Horribly tough. No, and now you guys have her in New York. They ran her out of LA.
Yeah, they threw her out of L.A.
Did you hear?
This week we got a clip of she's trying to talk to young hip-hop stars about what they're like in bed. And this guy named Omarion told her to shut up, and it might have been the greatest moment on the Tyra show I've ever seen.
Wow, really?
What did she do?
She's like, Omarion, what would you say to me in bed? And he goes, say something. And she starts talking, and he goes, shut up.
Good.
And I was like, yes, a genius.
Did she try to laugh it off?
I think she had already started another story about her hard time.
Yeah.
Trying to touch a dolphin during a swim shoot.
Yeah, one of her.
That was my favorite show of all time.
She was petrified of dolphins.
Yeah, she did one of those phobia shows, and we learned that Tyra is afraid of dolphins, something you could pretty much avoid.
Yeah, that's like being afraid of glaciers.
Exactly.
Don't go near them. You're fine.
But she had to conquer her fear of dolphins. So she went down to like a SeaWorld or something and jumped in a tank where, of course, the dolphins down there are very well trained.
Right.
And she finally the big culmination of this show was her like kind of touching the dolphin's little head.
Yeah, and then there
in
was
the water.
She invited people on her show that had real serious fears.
Right.
Like people, like agoraphobes and people that could not be around other people. And she started trying to tell her story and had to bite her lip.
Yeah.
In case she started crying.
But the best part, after they spill their guts out, she goes, I also have a fear. And then the music starts.
When I'm doing the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Right.
Making $7 million.
Right.
And they tell me to go into the surf in the Caribbean. I get so scared.
If I were to hear the theme song from Flipper, you might as well be playing a Death March.
They're like 9/11 survivors. Oh my God, I was 5'11" in the 8th grade. And everyone made fun of me, how tall I was.
She is a little self-centered.
Yeah. We also got that Tila Tequila on our radar.
Hold on, before you move on with that, we found the Tyra Dolphin clip just to bring everyone on board. Listen
right on.
It's a quickie.
Today, my guests and I are coming face to face with a...
My guess and I. Yes and I.
Today, my guests and I are coming face to face with our fears and phobias. Now, some of the fears that you're going to hear today may sound funny to some people, but trust me, from my guest and from me too, the fear that we feel is absolute terror. Now, people may laugh at my fear. My fear is dolphins. When you think a dolphin is sweet, it's cuddly, but to me, they're not.
They're not
and
cuddly.
I
Why aren't
feel
they laughing at
anxiety
her?
And I feel panic whenever I'm confronting or even thinking about or talking about a dolphin. It's happening
Confronting a
right now.
dolphin.
I went to SeaWorld to try to
We need
conquer
to
my
talk.
fear, and here's a little preview.
Dramatic music.
Right now I'm at the L'Auberge Del Mar Resort and Spa, and I came here a couple of days
Resort and spa. This is a horrible moment for her. I'm at a resort and spa.
After my seaweed wrap and my mud massage,
I
decided it was time to conquer my fear.
You hear that stupid whore was plugging the place she was at?
Of
They gave her a
course.
free stay? How
Right.
irritating.
After I had 5 umbrella drinks.
SeaWorld shows would begin with that music. Be terrified of these killer whales and dolphins.
I got to hear that again. The resort. Oh, boy.
And then she had a show where she dressed up as a stripper,
Yeah.
and she wanted to see what it was like to be a stripper. And they were going to have her. She was going to go out on stage and dance, but she just couldn't bring herself to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
at the
started
end.
crying, and we were like, God forbid she walk out on stage barely wearing any clothes to make money.
Yeah, that's what she did. She walked down the runway. You could see through half of the crap she was wearing.
It wasn't Victoria's Secret stuff. That's the problem.
It was not nearly as fierce
Here's
as I was expecting it to be.
I rewound a little bit. Here's the dolphin clip.
Right now I'm at the L'Auberge Del Mar Resort and Spa, and I came here a couple of days early because I needed to relax, I needed to kind of meditate, because I really do have a true fear of dolphins, and I know I'm conquering that today, but I just couldn't just arrive today and just jump straight in because that would freak me out. So I've been relaxing here, kind of getting into it, and I'm ready.
Do people understand how ridiculous this is?
It's almost like she's doing it on purpose.
At
Can
the
anybody
resort.
be that out of touch?
Right.
How ridiculous that is?
Like the average woman that would watch a Tyra show, like who's struggling, like a housewife and 4 or 5 kids can relate to this. That
Like-
she needed a couple days at a really nice resort to get ready to conquer her fear.
Like a battered wife.
People haven't even seen a dolphin ever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I'm afraid of spaceships. This is so bad.
Spaceships.
Right.
Yeah, you got a fear of spaceships.
And it's coming in like Lot. Who cuddles with dolphins to begin with? You don't cuddle with a dolphin.
Yeah, no, of course not. Why would you have an opportunity ever to hug a Gordon? It's it's great.
I have a big fear of sharks, but I just don't go in the ocean, so it doesn't consume
Problem
me.
solved.
Does not
But
consume
when
me.
you look at the ocean, do you just cringe and stay away just in case the sharks might be, rolling for you?
I got a big fear too. I got a big fear of streets that are over 100.
Yeah.
I got a
It's a little
big
scary
fear
in the city.
of number streets over 100. So guess what? I just don't go there.
It's really smart.
Thank
I have
you.
a fear of old record players,
Ooh.
like phonographs.
Yeah, the ones that you crank.
Yeah, the crank ones.
Those are scary.
Ones, it might as well be a guillotine. 'Cause I am terrified.
Hey, we got that other clip. What is his name? Omarion?
Omarion, yeah.
Omarion, okay. This is the clip you referenced. We got to now play it to bring everyone on board here.
We're talking about all love and sex today. What about love making? Do you like to talk during love making?
I do.
You like to talk? What do you say? Say I'm your girlfriend. What do you say?
What's up? Say something. Shut up.
Sam, your girlfriend.
He was then later shot, sadly, by Tyra's bodyguards. How dare you?
Yeah.
Who watches her show, though? She's obviously got a popular show. I mean, who
Does very well. She made $14 million last year.
It's I watch
I
every
think
day.
she's. I mean, at least Oprah veils what a self-centered, just creep that she is. I mean, she is a self-centered woman, but she's not as bad as Tyra. At least she was a fatty.
Yeah, Tyra is in a stratosphere all herself. I think she needs to invite New York from I Love New York 2 on, and she could straighten her out, I think.
No, there's no straightening her out. No.
What else we
constantly makes it about herself.
No, I think she kind of hates us. We did that whole sign thing. out
Fatty
there.
pig fatty.
We called her a fatty pig fatty, and it made TMZ and all that.
Oh boy,
that was awesome. Well, actually, it was our Pest Out West that did that.
She didn't
You
laugh
guys
that off?
might have burned a bridge with Tyra.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Very valuable bridge there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll try to talk to her for you guys.
All right.
What other celebs are in any kind of trouble?
Well, I guess Kiefer Sutherland went into jail today or yesterday.
That's a piece of cake for him.
Yeah, people will be like, he's high-fiving people on the way in.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a really good time. He's not gonna be like Paris Hilton crying after she did what 48 minutes.
Yeah,
this guy's gonna come out like, oh man, I bonded, and he's,
and it's just the funniest image ever. Him just walking into prison. Who high fives is he going in?
Yeah, hey man.
Yeah, it's really good to have a show like 24 on where they believe you might be able to kill them by just looking at them.
Yeah.
Just can't survive out there, man.
I'm sure he won't object to being around all those men in one room anyway. Yeah.
Really? You think?
I do. And then it was Brittany's birthday this week, so thank God.
Happy
She
birthday.
made it to another birthday.
How old is she now?
26. Why do I know this? I don't know.
26.
And she makes $750,000 a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Doing what?
That is a good question.
Showing her clam.
From her old songs, or?
Yeah, just from she sold like 55 million albums. So
wow.
And you know, like when people always make fun of Paula Abdul, which we do obviously constantly on our show, but that woman sold 40 million albums in the late 80s.
Paula Abdul, 40 million albums.
40 million.
E-Rock bought 30 million of them.
Yeah,
he's in love with her.
Rolling by.
Joel, one of our guys loves Paula Abdul.
Really?
Yeah, that's sad, isn't it?
Well, it's great that you have a diverse staff.
Yeah,
exactly.
What do you mean he loves Paul? Like he...
E-Rock, comment? You're on with Joel McHale from The Soup on E.
I find her rather attractive.
Oh, my God.
And what's your favorite song? Is it that Push Push song? Or
Yeah. Is it the one where she's dancing with the cartoon cat?
That's 2 steps forward.
Scat Cat?
Attractive.
Yeah, MC Scat Cat.
What's your favorite Paula Abdul song?
Two cats, one cup.
What? Opposites what? Opposites attract.
Ah.
This is it right here, Joel. This is his favorite Paula Abdul song.
By the way, Eric, if this is your wedding song, I'll set the entrances on fire.
Oh, yeah. Old school rap.
Oh, God.
I could almost see her flipping her hair back and trying to look sexy.
I need to go grab my Genera sweatshirt. This is awesome.
Hey, Joel, on The Soup, you doing anything on Two Girls, One Cup?
We tried to tell a joke this week about it, but it got the network was not in.
Are you kidding? Come on.
What was
I know that it's a stocking stuffer for my family, of course, DVD. But
yeah.
I love the YouTube. Did you see the one with Kermit the Frog? It is watching Two Girls, One Cup.
No.
Go on YouTube and type in Two Girls, One Cup and Kermit, and it is great.
Oh, okay, because we've been making our own reaction shots with the various people that come into the studio, and a lot of them are up on YouTube. Comedians, Bob Kelly. We had Dennis Leary watching it the other day.
How did he do?
He did okay, but he didn't like freak out, but he couldn't watch. He had to keep turning his head away.
Hey, do we got the audio? Can we? Oh, we can't do it that way, of course. Why would we?
Why would we be able to do
Why
that?
would we be? Why would we be able to be
You guys pulled up that Tyra
spontaneous?
clip faster than we've ever pulled a clip up on the Soup ever.
Well, because we're on the Tyra thing.
Hey, Joel, what was the joke that you couldn't do?
Well, it was just a setup to a joke. I mean, in the thousands.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It was just in the setup. I think we wanted to say 3 Girls, 1 Cup as introducing a Girls Next Door clip or something like that.
Oh.
And,
all right.
So it wasn't.
Why'd they say no?
I don't know. Could be the fact that it.
I guess we could.
The video where
We don't agree with it, but I guess we could see why the network would say no to that. Hey, Joel, we got to take a break here. So it's The Soup on E.
Yeah, and then we're doing a special on Monday. You'll see best of the worst daytime show moments ever.
You're all over The View, obviously, right?
Oh, yeah. Sherry. We love Sherry Shepherd.
Yeah, we love her here. Well, yeah,
She knocks it out of the park about once a month. Great.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Joel, always a pleasure.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
Good luck, man.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
All right, it's Joe McHale from The Soup on E.
Yeah, it's amazing with all the shows now. That so many awful ones. This guy must just love watching television.
Yeah, well, a while back they only did things like Springer and stuff like that. Those talk shows.
Yeah,
like Talk Soup. It was just talk shows. Now they take it from everything, soap operas, and they really goof on it. They do a good job.
They're smart, pop culture, and he does. He does a great job. He's one of the best hosts.
He
ever.
is funny.
I was watching the Carson Daly show last night, and like they're just doing shows even though they don't have writers, and it was brutal. He was literally just sitting there going, all right, what do we got next? They were bringing out people from their staff with hidden talents. One guy could say the alphabet really quickly backwards.
Carson Daly with writers? It's brutal.
Well,
so I can only imagine.
You got to watch it.
I hate that show. I know it's Roland's boy, but I hate that show.
He had somebody could come out who could clap with one hand.
Really?
I like that.
That's cute.
No, you don't.
Sure I do. You can clap and hold your beverage at the same time.
Don't.
Yeah, but Carson was actually funny. He was going like, this is what we've come to.
At least he's acknowledging it. But see, now he has an excuse why the show's bad. So he's jumping on that, if you know what I mean. Opie and Anthony. Bill Burr, Caroline's tonight through the weekend. Couple things to remember. It's Opie and Anthony. You got Jim Norton doing his New Year's Eve show. Let's get those tickets bought, people. It's going to be a great night. North Fork Theater in Westbury, Long Island.
I added the show at the Borgata, too. Tickets on sale tomorrow, 10 a.m. for the final show at the Borgata.
And then we got Bill Burr in studio today before he goes back to L.A. We kind of miss Bill. We don't get to see him as often as we used to. He's playing Caroline's all weekend long here in New York City.
Nice.
Keep that in mind, okay?
Nice.
We got to do football picks, and half the stuff we want to do, we didn't get to, unfortunately, but I think we did all right today.
That's fun.
We got a woman that poured hot grease on her sleeping husband. We got a teacher falling down drunk in class. What do you want to do?
Why the hot grease? What did they do wrong?
See?
Let's start with the violence, and then we'll go to the slapstick.
All right.
Yeah.
And then we got
slapstick.
Oh, so then you... All right. And then I was going to make it dumb.
Same thought I had, believe me.
You did, right?
Yeah,
and then it didn't work in your head, and you right? Okay,
what
good.
do the Jews have to do with this? Right.
Yeah. And then Tyra Banks has Alicia Keys on and decides to perform a freestyle poem for her. If we want to
Oh, my God.
continue with Tyra. But first, why don't we do the grease? Jimmy, you want that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Here's the story.
24-year-old Tanisha Young sits in a jail cell following a heated argument with her husband overnight. Investigators say what happened next in their Tampa home is what led to her arrest.
Maybe you can lose the news voice for this one.
What happened overnight?
Who talks like that?
Nobody.
Gotta make sure I have good tone for this story.
Oh.
Can we hear this dude?
Village.
I think if some dude just went on the news with his regular delivery, I think he would be a huge star in local news. I really don't.
But instead you gotta get this guy. Is what led to her arrest.
After the argument, the husband went, laid down in a chair, eventually fell asleep, and he unfortunately woke up to find his wife pouring hot grease all over him.
29-year-old Anton Neely suffered burns.
29-year-old, I can't
Anton Neely survived burns.
What you gotta do is talk without moving your tongue.
It's pretty much just and plug your nose up completely.
But don't move that tongue at all when you're doing their story.
But why does anyone think that sounds better? Nobody talks like this.
Exactly. I'm a commodity. Most people view a lazy boy as a safe haven.
What happened next horrified everybody involved.
Yeah, that's the hacky way. You always got to say how this is really usually peaceful.
Yeah.
And now it's terrifying.
What I love about these stories, I think we got this in people's heads. When you hear these horrific stories, we go back thinking, what was the wedding song? You know, it was a nice wedding with some kind of Celine Dion song or some song about butterflies flying. I don't know. And then it ends in this horrific incident where the guy's just trying to, take a nap, and he's awoken by hot grease all over his
grease being
face.
poured on him.
Above ground pools are usually refreshing. Refreshing. A place to relax in the hot sun.
What happened next? Horrified.
Turned to horror.
Horrified everybody involved.
Shocked even experienced above-ground poolers.
And he unfortunately woke up to find his wife pouring hot grease all over him.
29-year-old Anton Neely suffered burns over his arm, legs, and upper body. Doctors who treat those type of injuries say grease burns can be very painful.
Part that makes really?
Wow,
Really?
doctors that treat
painful?
them, not just anybody.
Are they more painful than boiling water? Let's start there.
Did this idiot actually
Doctors.
throw that into the news story that grease burns are painful?
Or painful, just in case you didn't know.
Right.
Because you might go, grease burn. What the hell is that?
God,
Who cares?
Incompetent. They're incompetent. Meanwhile,
he's an open
Awful
micer,
people.
Jim. Cut him some slack. He's an open micer.
Yeah.
9 black kids beat up a white lady on a it's nowhere to be found. They won't cover that story accurately, but this one is the grease is painful according to experts.
According to experts that deal with that type of thing.
Suffered burns over his arm, legs, and upper body. Doctors who treat those type of injuries say grease burns can be very painful.
The part that makes
Can
it even
be.
worse is
No,
the
they
fact
are
that it's
all the
mostly
time.
second-degree burns, which means not all the...
Yeah, I can't even think of a time where it wouldn't be painful.
It's not painful.
Right.
They're always painful.
Maybe if you're a paraplegic, it's not that
It's
painful.
on your leg. You're just like, eh.
Oh, can someone clean this up?
Everybody's an idiot. Even the other guy describes after eating dinner, he laid down in a chair. It's like, really? How do you do that?
Yeah.
Sort of
Way
through
through
the
the
skin. So still there are nerve endings in the skin, so you just have a lot of pain.
Oh, really?
Dressing changes are painful. And it still may require skin
Okay,
grafts.
now I
Police
get it.
eventually found Young hiding in a closet at her mother's house.
She's been arrested and currently is charged with aggravated battery domestic violence.
In the meantime, her husband is listed in good condition and is being treated for his burns.
Oh, really? I thought they weren't going to treat this guy. I said,
That's just grease burns.
Yeah, just lay there. What?
Usually hiding in a closet is a game. But things got a little too serious.
Well, this wasn't a game of hide and seek.
Hot grease can make things people enjoy. French fries, potato chips, bacon. But this time, yeah, bacon.
Well, this was no laughing matter.
This grease was not poured in a jar. It was poured on his unit.
That's
God, that was a horrible news story. It was just terribly done.
Of course.
Worthless information. They should have a doctor going, well, there's nerve endings, and that's what causes... He's explaining why fire hurts.
And it didn't even seem like the guy...
Cavemen know that.
Didn't even seem like at the end of the day there was a lot of grease or even got burned that bad because
Yeah.
there was no, second and third degree burns. It's like, evidently, grease can hurt.
Yeah.
She fried up some bacon and he got caught cheating on her and she threw it in his
Splashed it out.
face.
It's not like a whole big vat of it being poured on his face.
Yeah.
So there's nothing left but a skull sitting in the chair.
He actually gets a mystery like mint jelly was dumped on the guy's chest, and now that burns. That's an explanation I'd like to hear.
If you were pouring, burning grease on... Wow, look what Holly Hunter did to herself.
Got shot like Mary Jo Buttafuoco?
Oh, my God. That's called freaking face work. She doesn't even... She
looks like Bonnie Raitt.
Anyway, that's a visual. Hey, we got Paul. Paul checking in. Paul.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
You missed it at the beginning when they teased the article. They said they got involved in a heated argument.
This couple got involved in a heated argument that ended with grease being poured.
Literally heated argument.
Where would you go with the
Things
grease?
got a little too hot. She was hot under the collar and then made her husband the same. With hot grease.
Hey, speaking of useless information, going off what Jimmy said, or worthless information. Yes. It's time for the football picks.
Ooh.
It's worthless information. This is who gives a crap stuff. I like football, though. I'm losing. Horribly.
Who's the big winner?
I like,
most people, football is enjoyable.
I like the sponsor, though. Dish Network. Time to get more TV from your TV. Sign up for Dish Network today. I like them.
To Darryl Stingley, it wasn't.
My brother's back.
Jimmy going back 30 years.
Yeah. My brother's doing the football picks for me this week. And he writes, I'm still making the right choices, but it's amazing with little luck, have befallen me. Overtime losses, injuries, you name it. Oof. It's almost coin flipping time, to tell you the truth.
See, he's losing hope. He's losing faith in himself.
He writes, Giants over the Eagles this week. How the Giants keep winning is beyond me. Game in and game out, Eli looks like someone I wouldn't even trust in a family Nerf game on a sunny Easter Sunday. But somehow they keep winning. The answer is the Giants D. He also picks the Chargers over the Titans. Tough game here. Who's going to show up for the Chargers is anybody's guess. Jekyll or Hyde. But they have the horses to win this one.
The what?
Horses, yes.
Boo. Boo. Boo.
Brother Elmo will be appearing at F.H. Riley's tonight and tomorrow night, by the way. Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Texans. Garcia should be back and giving the Texans the old two-step, dancing around their rushers and finding receivers. He takes your Cowboys this week there, Jimmy, over the Lions. Kitna should take every snap lying on his back to save the D some time. He's going to be hounded by the Cowboys all the livelong day. Boo. Uh-oh, the kiss of death. I am again predicting a good day for the state of Ohio. Good afternoon to Cleveland, by the way. Bengals over the Rams. Tough call, but I think the Bengals will outlast the Rams in a high-flying game. And the Browns over the Jets. The Browns are a very possible playoff team and got ripped off on a bad call last week that cost them the game. Stupid zebras. Anderson's aerial show will ground the Jets. Boo. And finally, he's taking the Steelers over the Patriots. Oh, I'm just kidding, guys. Patriots over the Steelers. The Steel can definitely beat the Pats, but with it being a home game, I got to go with New England. I hope I'm wrong with this one. Oh, man, he doesn't want the Pats winning this one.
Nobody does at this point, except for me.
No, I'm with you, Bill.
Everybody, I think a lot of people do.
I like a good sports story.
Me too. I want Cowboys beating them. That's
Shut
great.
up, Jimmy.
Cowboys.
F America's team.
No.
Football. Football. Wow. Football Picks are sponsored by Dish Network. Time to get more TV from your TV. Sign up for Dish Network today. We can't play substitute teacher guy?
Boo.
I want to hear that.
All right, let's squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. We got a substitute teacher. He's accused of being drunk on the job.
Nice.
You know, now that I'm older, I understand this, but I remember back in the day when, like, you would get a substitute teacher and the guy didn't look quite right at the front of the classroom. You're like, wow, and he smells a little bad, right? And I figured it out when I finally got into some of that drinking. You do a little extra drinking when you know you don't have to perform the next day. And I think with these substitute teachers, all of a sudden they get that last minute call. And
I got to go in.
F, I went to bed 3 hours ago. I'm still drunk.
They get the call that morning.
Seemed like they were drunk.
They get the call in the morning because, like, the teacher has the flu or something. So we have one of those cases.
Police say 54-year-old Mary Kaminsky fell down in her fourth-grade classroom while working as a substitute teacher. The school superintendent tells CBS 2, quote, "It's extremely disappointing. Clearly, this woman must have had some significant personal problems."
These news people are dopes.
Clearly, she was a drunk whore.
He sounds like that cartoon character. Which one is it? Oh, my God. He has the same... Oh, sorry.
It's sad that someone who's been teaching all her life would conduct herself in this way.
Well, I think that it's probably a woman who might have had a really good record and had a horrible day. Maybe something terrible happened in her life.
Officials say Kaminsky, who's being held on $50,000 bail, has been fired and banned from working in the school district. She also faces criminal charges of endangering the welfare of a child and possession of alcohol on school property.
She had booze with her?
Back in the day when you could actually drink at work, like if you watch those old Mary Tyler Moore's,
sure.
Lou's like, Mary, sit down, have a drink. He pulls out a big bottle of scotch. $50,000 bail.
$50,000 bail.
What do you really learn in the
$50,000 bail? I just want to be part of it.
Fell down.
Ridiculous.
The poor lady fell down.
Let's hear more.
Substitute stunner in New Jersey. A teacher accused of being drunk on the job in front of fourth graders at Manalapan Elementary School. CBS 2's Jay Dow live there right now with reaction. Jay?
Reactions. What's the reactions?
Who cares?
Boy, let's guess what the reaction's going to be.
That person's an alcoholic. They should be fired. There you go. End of story.
You don't need reactions. Can't they have one guy going, man, that's pretty effed up, but really funny, man.
Let me guess. You know, you trust the school system, you send your kids, and, you know, they got to do a better job.
My kid is traumatized, and I'm thinking about a lawsuit.
You know, this is just really, you don't expect this around here. We came here because it's a good school system. Okay, we got to wrap it up. So what do I got there?
Jay?
Good evening. Education officials say Mary Kaminsky worked at the school only part-time as a substitute, and that she's actually a retired teacher who was fully certified 21 years ago. But police say because of her actions, she's traded a classroom for a cell in the Monmouth County Jail. News spreads fast at Manalapan's Pine Brook School.
Especially with you spreading it.
Right. News spreads fast. Well, you're the news spreader. Okay.
God, they're just disgusting humans.
And trading a classroom for a cell. That's
that was a big buildup.
Yeah.
Trading a classroom, I thought was going to be something
He
else.
was proud. I bet
for
you.
a jail room or...
He was proud. I bet you wrote that himself.
Yeah.
Pine Brook School, and everyone's talking about a substitute teacher arrested yesterday by Township Police for drinking on the job.
Generally, I feel that this is a safe school, but and this hasn't been something I've heard about at all before.
Shut up, you nerd.
What?
What a dork.
Yeah, really, man.
I could see if the teacher was like, you know, they pulled out a bong in class.
Yeah.
But, you know, so what? Someone's had a few drinks, they bring a bottle in to keep it going, and she fell down. You should feel bad for her. My stupid kids aren't learning anything anyway. Bunch of little weirdos.
My favorite school story, but we've run out, is that principal.
Oh, yeah, he was just
Found
despicable.
naked in his office,
Okay,
watching
rule.
gay porn.
Smoking crack.
And smoking crack. It's one of the greatest stories we've ever done on the show.
That is just a cry for help.
Oh, please. Right there in his office.
You think they busted into his office and he's like, about time. Thank you. I need help.
What else did I have to do?
I'm screaming over here.
My insides have been screaming
Wait, I
for
got
attention.
I
Yes.
got a text from my friend. He sounds like the voice that says, if Woody would have gone to the police, none of this would have happened. Does he sound like that guy?
I'm lost.
Woody would have gone to the police.
None of this would have happened. I don't remember what that voice was. Does he sound like that or no?
It's a narrator. Yeah, a narrator voice, but I don't know what cartoon.
All right, we'll have to listen to it.
It's plug
Tell
time.
your friend he didn't give enough information.
Bill Burr,
Stupid.
Caroline's
It's a
Comedy
she.
Club.
Oh.
Thanks a lot, Kim, for nothing.
For nothing.
Thanks for humiliating me.
We got Bill Burr, Caroline's all weekend long. Let's not forget that. And then Jimmy's got another.
Yeah, the Borgata first two
Yes.
shows are sold out. So the third show for Sunday, December 20th, night before Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, goes on sale tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. theborgata.com.
And huge party tonight at Bar 9. Of course, can't say the name of the party. Not on this side.
Oh, really?
But it's, big party there at Bar 9 on 9th Avenue.
Will you be there, Anthony?
Of course. Me, Ron Bennington. It'll be fun.
right.
Chicks,
What
as
time
Ronnie
to
would say.
start?
Chicks.
What time's to start?
Whenever you get there.
You coming by, Bill?
I got two shows tonight. Maybe,
These guys
stop
party.
by.
These guys party.
Please. It's going to be, the sun will come up. Still be there.
all right.
Yeah, no
Kim?
joke. And it's the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
The real deal.
Started off as an innocent party.
As an innocent party, it ended the same.
With Anthony Cumia falling down like a substitute teacher while he was doing 80 on the LIE.
No, there won't be any driving for me this evening.
Boy.
Police cards couldn't get him out of this one.
We got to go. Go after yourselves.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony.
here we are. And here we are. And here we are. And here we are. We played that version today because Metallica nominated for a Grammy, Best Rock Instrumental.
Yeah.
For their version of Ecstasy of Gold. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And we're all broadcasting with our coats on.
Yeah, for some reason, it's cold in here.
Not me and not Bill.
What?
Not me and not Bill.
Well, you're hugging each other.
So what?
For the whole show.
I hug him from the back.
each
He
other.
hugs me from the back. We switch. It's called equal.
It's called bonding.
Yeah.
Bonding.
I'm holding him. Gently rocking.
Gently rocking, caressing.
Stroking his
yes.
smooth head.
We got to start with the Tyra clip we mentioned. Tyra Banks has Alicia on and decides to perform a freestyle poem for her.
Oh, freestyle poem.
We mentioned this, and the boys got it for us during the two shows. So why don't we play this?
Please tell me the opening line is, "Thank God you're here. I thought you'd be on a hunt."
Yeah, probably not.
No?
I like it. Freestyling.
Yeah.
Kind of
And
anticipate
so,
what's
you
coming.
know, you don't know
Let
exactly.
me braid you.
Oh my God! How do you do this thing?
Alicia Keys is gorgeous, but she has like that really like dude kind of voice. Remember that song she came out with, and in the middle of it, she was like supposed to be calling the guy who was supposed to be sexy, and it was just like,
Yo, I was seeing you in a diner.
you're just like, wow, that's coming out of you. That beautiful face.
She really is a pretty, but her body's a little fucked up. You
I
ever
think
see
she's
when she
gorgeous,
wears
but she
something
really looks like
sexy?
she could choke you out with the second she starts talking.
Yeah.
You know she knows how to do a few of those.
Gang signs? Throwing up some gang signs?
Here it is.
And so, you know, you don't know exactly. And so I was like, wow, she's really sweet. This is nice to speak to
cool.
someone that's really so sweet like
Can I
that.
express myself poetically right now?
Write me a poem.
How? Okay.
Okay.
Are they sick of this shit?
It's obviously
What?
not off the cuff, by the way. She obviously planned on doing this.
I would
Alicia-
like Alicia
Alicia's
must
getting
have just
into
have a look of horror on her face, like
Alicia's getting into some
okay.
shit, and then Tyra, can I express
Can
myself?
I?
You express yourself during the entire show.
It's always about her.
Somebody stole our presents when we were 8. Okay, can I express myself now?
right.
Can I just get into me?
And so I was like, wow, she's really sweet. This is nice to speak to
cool.
someone that's really so sweet like
Can I
that.
express myself poetically right now?
Write me a poem.
How? Okay.
Okay.
How I felt that day.
She's one
All
of
the
those
way to how
people.
I feel now. Alicia, I must tell you that when I met you at Oprah's event, I thought that you were the shiznit and thought that we would have a friendship family, me, you, and Kamora Lee. But my dreams of sisterhood got squashed down, and I felt like a victim in the movie Boys in the Hood. But as I sit here with you on my couch,
End it.
what rhymes with couch,
Cunt.
I'm not feeling any pain. All the pain is gone, no more out.
There you go. Get it, girl.
Baby, you can be my friend to the end.
Goddamn rich cunt! Like you, rich cunt!
You know, I like before she went into it, is like, you know, when somebody's not listening to you, like their reaction doesn't make sense to what you're talking about something horrific, and they go, "Oh, that's cool." So anyway, they just launch into their shit.
That's exactly what happened.
Well,
what the fuck was that?
And then I was burned over 3/4 of my body. That's neat.
No.
So I was.
No, it wasn't.
You're actually leading to exactly what we want to do. Tyra did a show where she helps sick kids, and then is able to turn that around to talk about what happened.
No way.
Yes. This
How
is
could
the
she
ultimate.
turn that?
Maybe she
ultimate.
also has bad genetics. Nothing?
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry.
this is the ultimate of her making it about herself.
Constantly.
Constantly.
And if I knew how to work these
Constantly.
fucking CD players, we'd have it on the air for everybody. It's fine.
Sam, don't embarrass the boss.
Oh, then you do that. Great. All right. So Tyra did a show helping sick kids. This first clip, Tyra has good advice for a girl being picked on for having cancer. So this girl's on the show. She's got cancer.
Mean are kids.
Oh, the worst.
What, are you going to die?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Well, I mean, what do you say? How do you pick on someone with cancer? That's the only way to go.
Oh, your hair's falling out.
Yeah. Nice
Are you
wig.
gonna cry?
Nice wig, faggot.
Right.
Yeah.
Kids are brutal.
Next year, we're in 5th grade, and you're in the ground.
Oh, yeah. That's.
I mean, what else are you going to say?
I know.
Where do you go with that?
Where's Cosby and kids say the darndest things with this fucking topic?
I don't know. So this kid has cancer, picked on in school.
You want some pudding for lunch, or are you just going to eat what's between your ears? Fucking rotten children are.
Well, listen.
I like how we're making the jokes and then blaming it on the kids.
It's the beauty of us.
That's right. We're brilliant broadcasters. This is how they describe the clip here. I believe this would be Sam. Tyra has good advice for girl being picked on for having cancer because Tyra was a cruel kid and was picked on.
Tyra was picked on for being beautiful.
Right.
Wow.
For being what? Tall and lanky and heading toward a multi-million-dollar modeling
That's
career.
just like
in
cancer.
Paris.
I mean, didn't she make it when she was like 16?
Yeah.
Like, how much struggling did you do?
She struggled between probably 13 and 15. That's tough. Pretty much everyone struggles during that time.
Yeah, she'd have been picked on for wearing a fucking horsetail on her head. Stinks.
I love how we're in here like we're at a fucking Mount Everest climb. This is we're at base camp 1.
I think I'm good now.
Are you good?
Tyra's looking more and more like RuPaul every day. There's something going on there. But
Gonna grow a cock.
Here we go. Here's the clip.
I have a very rare type of cancer called polycythemia vera, and the thing I'm struggling with is I don't get blood to the...
You know, I'm glad you noticed
Yeah,
that.
she's about to get into her own shit.
Yeah, the okay thing is like, all right, enough about you, dummy.
Wrap it up.
I need to get more shit about me in here. Yeah, the okay, because she did in the other clip. It wasn't okay, but it was something else.
That's cool.
It's great. Type of cancer? That's great.
Look, how about someone teach me how to fucking use these things?
Teach.
All right, here we go.
I have a very rare type of cancer called polycythemia vera, and the thing I'm struggling with is I don't get blood to the main veins that need it, and so I have really extreme pain that's really horrible. And another thing that I'm struggling with is the kids at school are really horrible about like accepting me with my cancer and things like that.
What do they say? Do they say stuff to you at school?
Yeah, like in the 6th grade when I was diagnosed on April Fool's Day, a couple kids in my class wrote cancer can kill you on the wall and stuff like that. And like scream cancer in my face and things like that.
Do you know what I would do? Because kids are so cruel. And I've been a cruel kid and I've been made fun of. I've been on both sides. And I think it's important to tell them that this really hurts me. All right?
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, kids understand
my
that.
God. Yeah, okay.
Kids understand that.
Hey,
this
I
really
just
hurts
wanna-
me.
Yes.
It's cancer,
Yeah.
cancer.
Basically,
face.
she's going, I want to let you know that you're getting to me. That's Tyra's advice. Let them know that they're getting to you.
But what the fuck?
Fucking idiot.
I mean, I was a funny kid, but what kind of kid runs up and just yells, "Cancer!" and runs away?
What a hack.
What is that?
All of them.
Yeah,
They're horrific.
They're just bastards.
Dude, you hit it. You said it earlier.
Kids are
They
the
should have
worst.
that. The kids say the darndest things and actually show the real mean
Yeah,
shit
the real
that they
darn
do.
things they're saying.
By the way, we're really distracted because Maury, look at this. Look at the shot of this
Look at the
kid.
angle.
Look at
Maury's
this
doing these
fucking
camera
Maury.
angles.
Yeah,
They're fat kids. It's the fat kid show.
with little baby halter tops.
They have little halter tops on these kids that are like 3 years old.
They give
and
them
little shorts.
They give him mozzarella sticks to eat.
And they give them like hot dogs and mozzarella sticks.
And they have the little thing walking down the hall.
Cupcakes. Look at that.
Walking toward the set.
Pizza.
And they have a camera angle. They got the camera obviously shooting from the floor up, so it looks like this big monster's coming at us.
Big gut in slow motion.
But you look at the mother's a fat cunt.
Look at this
Look at this. Look at this shot. Boom, dum,
She's leading with her belly.
Yeah.
She's 4 years old. This woman has 5 kids, and between them, they weigh 450 pounds.
Can we once have a fat kid with a mother who's human? This is Gilbert Grape's mother. She's disgraceful.
I love the fact that Maury doesn't give a shit.
Why aren't those kids taken away?
I know. If they were beating them, they would be.
That is worse than other kinds of abuses that they do take kids away for.
Look at that monster of a mother.
She's wider than like 3 seats. That Maury could put together 3 seats, and that fucking ass would still hang out over the edge. Now, what do they got her eating?
The baby sister is 4, and she weighs 105.
That kid's hysterical. He looks like Unga Bunga Binga Bunga from Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, they have like man tits at 4.
Look at that kid. He's got like a...
Was that the Junkyard Dog? You guys ever used to watch wrestling?
Yeah.
SD Jones.
Wow, fucking SD Jones.
All right.
Oh,
Alpha and
God.
Sika.
They put this one kid in
The
like
Wild
a thong.
Samoans used to watch that.
This kid's like in a thong.
Yeah, and a little halter top. Maury knows what he's doing, though.
Yeah.
God bless him.
That's what they look like. They're like old wrestlers, old-time wrestlers.
Right.
Pat Patterson. Ted DiBiase. They should come out with little championship belts.
Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah. Chief J. Strongbow.
Yeah. Where their fucking wrestling shorts were up to their nipples, but then it barely covered below their ball bag.
Yeah, then they had tights underneath it and those hooker boots. Bulldog Brower.
Ivan Putski, the Polish Hammer.
Power, yeah.
I can't believe that this fat
Patterson,
pig of a
holy
mother
shit.
is allowed to do this to a kid.
Yeah, you're a fat little fucker, aren't you? Just want to see Maury be completely honest with these kids.
How about we do this? The guys are going to get some audio clips from the Maury Fat Kid Show, and we'll continue with Tyra helping sick kids.
Yeah.
Because the next clip we got here, Tyra plugs America's Next Top Model, her other show that is all about her, while talking to a girl with lupus, then asked when was the first time she saw her father cry.
Good
So,
Lord.
Camille, I know you're diagnosed with lupus.
Yes.
And do you know of an America's Next Top Model that has lupus too?
Yes, I have.
Who's that?
She's cross-promoting it
Mercedes.
with a disease.
Exactly. She had lupus, and she had some struggles, but she really persevered and she fought through.
Yeah.
And I know that you said that you saw your dad cry for the first time. Why was that?
Holy shit.
Why?
Basically, she's saying in that clip, so look, get over your stupid lupus, okay?
Yeah. And she was cross-promoting using a disease.
Yeah.
That's
So
wonderful.
at some point, somebody had to make the decision. Well, what was wrong with that chick on the model show? If we could just somehow get a kid with the same fucked up disease.
Yeah.
This next clip is great. Tyra mentions that a girl with sickle cell was picked on just like she was.
This isn't comforting people. Does she understand this isn't comforting people when she tries to relate by telling people how beautiful she was and how hard it was
I
growing
think
up
that
like that?
she thinks like people really look up to her, like she's this goddess.
Yeah.
And that if she can just somehow say that on any level she had some sort of difficulty, it's equal to the horrific situations that people...
It's just so she's got no sense of reality.
And then the final clip, because I don't want anyone turning their channel off here. Tyra asked a girl with sickle cell to talk about how excited she was to meet Tyra.
Tyra is trying to remove herself from a pedestal that no one has her on.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go.
And then Henricia, I know you looked up to me because you got teased. You get teased. Teased for being long and skinny. Yeah. And I got teased a lot too. You have sickle cell anemia, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they used to tease me about that because I have yellow eyes and stuff.
Oh, come here.
So,
Wait, let me see.
I think your eyes are beautiful.
No, you
I had
don't.
this camp for young girls called T-Zone.
diamond.
Yeah.
We're doing a swimsuit shoot.
What an ass.
Wait, let me see.
I think your eyes are beautiful.
I have this camp for young girls called T-Zone.
Exactly.
And,
Lon Chaney
there's-
Jr. eyes. No one thinks yellow eyes are beautiful. That's why it's a sign of illness.
Yeah, why don't you do a poem about that, Tyra?
Oh, Christ.
They sell color contacts in blue and green and brown. They don't sell yellow. Why? Because you look sickly.
Sick.
Oh, come here. Wait, let me see. I think your eyes are beautiful. I have this camp for young girls called T-Zone. Yeah. And there was this one girl, and she used to cry about her eyes, but to me, her eyes were so beautiful. And I love that your eyes are like big and almond shaped, and they kind of slant up on the sides like that. That's pretty.
Yes, just the color is repugnant to all who walk here.
And she also cross-promoted her little camp.
Of course she did.
her camp had to get in there.
What is sickle cell, by the way? I don't even know what it is.
Your red blood cells, which are supposed to be very round and smooth, so they can slide past each other, take on a more sickled shape, Jimmy.
Oh,
and then they
sickle
can't
cell.
move through the arteries and veins as efficiently as red blood cells.
So what's it do to you?
Clot up. They
Okay.
kind of get stuck and clot up.
How do you know that?
Well, being Sicilian, you know.
That's true.
Teasing, of course. I just kind of knew it.
Linger-langer!
Forget Aristotle and fuck Socrates. Here comes Professor Anthony.
God, I forgot that fucking
We haven't played that in a long
hated
time.
theme song.
How come, but can you cure it?
No. It's treatable, but it's not curable.
How do you get it?
African Americans get it.
Why, though? How come white people don't get
I
it?
don't know. It's one of those things. They say we're all, the same inside, but we're really not. It's just, it happens.
Do white people get it?
There are very rare cases of people that aren't African American, but I think that you'd probably look back in their family tree, something happened, way back.
I'd hate to have my cells shaped like a sickle. That would be awful.
What do they do to treat it?
Blood thinners and then things to lubricate the cells so they slide past each other easier.
Yeah.
God, that's amazing
How
that
about
they do that.
How about sickle load anemia? I wouldn't mind that. A girl's trying to pick my fucking cum out of her hair and it's fucking yanking the roots out. Little sickles. It tears the skin off her back. It's like swallowing glass.
Shooting nails.
Take some fucking sickle seeds right in your mouth, cockpiece.
Sickle seed anemia.
Hey,
I liked how what's his name handled it on in a Full Metal Jacket. What the hell was when he was talking about the sickle cell?
What
animal mother?
Oh, Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, when he was when they were getting the prostitute, and the black guy was going to go first. And he goes, no, and said some horribly racist thing, and then he's walking away with the hooker, and he goes, hey, thank God for the sickle cell.
Wow.
Yeah,
I vaguely remember that.
Oh, great scene from Full Metal Jacket.
Here's the last
Animal
tire
mother.
And last but not least, I love your name, Japonica. Japonica, it's a supermodel name. So Japonica, you are struggling with sickle cell anemia as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I heard that when you knew that you were going to come here today, you didn't know you were going to be on stage, but you knew that you were going to meet me. You were jumping up and down and jumping up and down.
And you got tired and
jumping
fell
up and down
asleep.
like a jumping bean. Yeah?
Yes.
Tell me why.
Because, I look up to you because I think you're so beautiful and stuff, and, you wanted to be a model for so long, and that's how I feel.
You see what you did there? She's
She
fishing
knew.
for a compliment from
I know.
a kid that's sick with sickle cell.
You were jumping up and down and really happy. Why?
Why?
What about me? What about me excited you?
How great would it be if the kid said, because you've managed to create this career without any visible talent, which encourages me.
And then
Even-
just sneezed her disease right in her face.
You have sickle talent.
Yeah, that's true. Like my sickle cell, your talent is also invisible.
It's sickle shaped and doesn't move.
You and other gifted people just bump into each other in the hallway and just clog the arteries of show business with your fucking dreck.
It's Bob Backlund.
Back to the fat kid.
Yeah.
Bob Backlund.
Well, Vince, I just want to wrestle fairly here.
They should have these kids wrestle.
Seth, how you
It's
been?
Gorilla
You like
Monsoon.
New York?
Haystack Calhoun.
There you go.
Huh?
You're going way back.
So, when he goes to sleep every night, he has some last words, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he could die.
He tells me he loves me. He talks to his brother, tells his brother he loves him.
Right.
That pig.
He says, let me tell you
Joey's
something,
here,
McMahon.
right? Joey's his brother. Hey, Joey, how are you?
Good.
Skinny.
Okay.
Yes, skinny.
What do you want to do with how do you want to help your brother?
Like, I put his bike away, give him snack, and give him pop.
I do everything for him and
you're
I
an
love
enabler.
him.
You're a little fucking enabler.
By the way, his 5-year-old brother's 132 pounds. All right. This man should
we've
start a
waited long
wrestling
enough.
league with these little
Let's
kids.
try to get some answers. Let's try to
It'd be
get
the
some
highest
help.
rated show ever.
And
We're
maybe
gonna
we'll
have
turn your head
fat
around a
kids
little.
wrestling. That's right, fatty wrestling. Little kids, fat kids just wrestling in the ring. Come on, fatty. I'll give you a donut. You want a donut? I'll give you a donut, but you gotta wrestle first. That's right.
In a cage match.
A cage match. 2 3-year-olds together weighing 800 pounds. Now get in the ring and stop crying like a baby. I don't care if you are a baby. Get in there. First one that throws the other one out of the ring gets a hot dog. That's right. You'll get a hot dog.
Angry Vince fucking pimping out little kids. That would be great.
Who wouldn't watch that?
Who
though?
wouldn't watch
Put
it?
2 of those kids in a ring.
Oh, just to watch them slam into each other.
Big guts just banging into each other.
Just going off the ropes.
Fantastic.
Have little skinnier kids come in, see if they can body slam them for baseball cards.
Little skinny kids on steroids come running in the ring. Do the big over the head body slam.
That is
Tag
just
team
despicable.
champions. Yes, tag team fat kids.
Cigars.
Larry Zbyszko, Tony Garea.
Oh my God, he just threw a fistful of cholesterol into his eyes.
And the ref didn't see it.
The ref didn't see it.
Cigars and Scotch, a cupcake ladder match.
I don't know how they, how Maury has these women on and doesn't just call them the fucking irresponsible twats that they are.
But the women are all disgusting fat monsters.
Yeah.
They should just take the kids from them. How come the state's not allowed to take the kids?
Yeah, take them away, put them in a little fat camp.
Yeah.
All right.
And just charge people admission to feed them like circus animals.
Look at
I know,
them.
dude. They could really
in a
revitalize the whole Coney Island area. If they
Freak
just,
show.
they just put them down.
You hold a Twix bar through a thing, and they have to eat it with. They can't touch it with their hands. They have to take it with their fat little mouths.
You know how they have the bodies exhibit that you just have the big posters on the streetlights, just the fat kid exhibit. Fat kids.
They all look like, their faces all look like Chubsy Ubsy from the Little Rascals.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to get some of that fat kid audio on the air.
Yes.
And some other things. Bill Burr, Caroline's tonight. Remember that. It's Opie and Anthony.
I had a lovely time tonight. Thank you so much, Dennis. Maybe we could do this again sometime? Dennis, stop! No, Dennis!
Well, this is wonderful.
We'll bring that up on the air.
Master Poe decided to take half the audience away as we're going back on the air. That's brilliant on Master Poe's part. Way to be in tune with the radio show, Poe.
What happened?
Bravo. The fucking audience, and it's a big audience today. They came out in this cold weather to do the walkover, which we couldn't do because some fucking equipment problem. I don't know.
I forgot it again.
They filled up the bleachers. Yeah. They're standing room only. They're sitting there bored shitless as we're playing fucking who gives a shit stuff for the last 10 minutes. And then as we're getting ready to go back in the air, Jimmy and I watched half the audience just march off. With
why did half have to go? Like, why can't this be done on an individual basis?
How about you do it during the boring commercial shit?
You want to talk to Poe?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Well, he doesn't even know that we're trashing him. That's how dumb this guy is.
Banana fana fo.
Poe!
Yes.
Why did you take him out as we're going back on the air? The whole reason they're They're here is to watch the show.
Yes, I know, but we're trying to do the paperwork as quickly as possible.
Why not doing it while they're sit there during the commercials?
We did. We had to make
No, you
copies.
didn't. We were watching. They were bored, like doing this with their thumbs, bored, waiting for us to come back, and we're just about to come back. And Anthony actually pointed out.
So, wow, Poe just pipered everybody
to another part of the building.
To the bleachers.
Sorry, guys.
Can't it be done individually, like
Or just
one
hand them the
person at a
papers?
time, or hand them the papers and have them fill it out like fucking motor vehicle or something?
They are filling it out individually. And
where?
In the back room.
Yeah, I know.
The back room.
Now we're
that
talking
seems
to half
be
the audience.
the,
That's dumb.
Why
That's
the
really
back?
dumb,
Why the back
Paul.
room though? It's a
Okay,
weird
well, we'll
place.
try to do it as quickly as we can.
Do it during the commercials. You really gotta know what's going on. If we're
Not a
going
problem.
back on the air, we want the audience in their seats.
You got it, us.
Us. Look, see? There we go.
Damn! You just been pwned.
Whoa. He pwned himself.
Yeah, we got a big crowd. What's up, everybody out there? That's half the audience on the bleachers came out today. And told.
We like to say funny things and we like to get a big reaction. And sometimes when the crowd's not there, we don't get the reaction, you know?
Yeah.
Boo. Boo.
Yeah, laugh at our stuff today, please. We're insecure douches when it comes right down to it. Well, you really are.
That's all right.
Hey, what the people at home can't see is that the audience laughs. We wave our hands up at them like Caligula did when he told a bad joke. Right. He waved his hands like, come on, Ellen.
Come on, people. This is where you're supposed to laugh. See?
Ain't it a cheesy applause sign?
A full
Who
metal.
the fuck was that?
Both of us. Me and Jimmy are in tune.
I didn't burp. I heard it.
That was all me? No,
Yeah.
stop.
Jesus Christ.
You really didn't burp there?
No.
That was all me?
I lied.
Oh, okay.
I got to bring something up that happened the other day.
What?
I get a text from Steve C. the other evening after I got home. And it said, Anthony, I spoke with Than about the way he, what was the wording he used? Kind of gave me a jab on the air. Gave me. Do you have the actual?
Yeah, I'll read it.
Okay, read that to me, because when I first read this, I was taken aback, as they say, because I rarely get texts from Steve C.
Well, it's a new practice, actually.
Yes,
because
it works better than email.
Yeah, it does, because it works better than email, because you don't
Yeah.
respond to my emails.
Why would I?
He doesn't read them.
Why would I? How could I respond to something I instantly delete?
Exactly.
But you can't.
nothing.
We got to work on this.
But I do.
Go ahead, Steve.
Hold on.
It's scroll.
Yeah, scroll is right.
Scroll.
Oh, shit.
Steve, are you nervous?
No, not at all. The gist of it was I told Than to be
Well, no,
careful
I don't want
with...
the gist.
Oh, okay.
I went for bottom, as
Hundreds of
guy from
thousands,
Park says.
if not millions. Let me check.
Hundreds of thousands, if not millions. Lingy.
Go in. Give me a second.
Oh my God!
I got a
Why
source.
can't you find it?
Find it.
Okay, I got it. No.
Come on,
Oh, here it
cockfingers.
is. Here it is. Wait, no.
I don't have it.
Big Lebanese fingers trying to navigate
I'm no good with any
that
of
little
these things.
scroll wheel. Oh, what a mess!
All those white-
There's your pizza.
From Subway.
Subway.
Subway
Oh, my
pizza.
God.
Subway pizza.
At 9:58. Well, I'll give you 10 o'clock. 10 in the morning.
Oh, no.
A Subway pizza.
What
That is what you wanted. You know something?
Let me see it.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, forget it.
We're
I don't
in
have
New
it.
York fucking City, which is known to
All right,
have
you
the
find
best
it. I don't have it.
pizza in the world.
I didn't even know Subway made pizza.
And there was a Subway pizza?
It's like.
Did you get this at the airport?
Yeah, Mike over there.
Why not a real
that's all right.
fucking pizza joint?
We'll get back on that after we bash him for the pizza.
Why not a real pizza parlor, as we say?
There are numerous pizza parlors
Yes.
around New York City. New York City known for the best pizza in the world. Why Subway?
No one started serving before 10:30.
Too early.
I asked
Oh.
Kenny if we should ask him if he wants something else, and Kenny said no. Get him a pizza.
And so I did.
So you're blaming Club Soda Kenny for
No.
the Subway
No.
pizza.
In that mocking voice.
Yeah, it sounds like he's blaming him.
In a mocking voice, yes.
Where's Kenny?
Wow, Kenny should be really pissed off at this guy.
Cause only because he didn't say that Kenny said no. He said he wanted pizza. He said he went into retard voice mode.
Yeah.
No, get him a
Here he is.
Here comes Club Soda Kenny.
What's your name, sir?
Patrick.
Patrick. And how long have you been an intern for the program?
3 months.
3 months?
Wow.
Who the fuck are you? Patrick.
I see him a lot.
Once.
You were on once.
On air once.
Really?
Other than that, I've been in the back.
And what was the on-air part?
You made fun of my calves, and then you went into the Pat Duffy and Renee affair.
Ah,
with,
okay.
Pat Duffy blew up your
All right.
spot.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pat Duffy definitely passed you by.
All right, Club Soda
No,
Kenny.
no, you have to talk to Kenny as Kenny since you did the Kenny impression.
Yeah, that was, and it was a good one.
Yeah, do the Kenny impression now that Kenny's in the room.
No, he wanted pizza.
That wasn't the Kenny impression.
No, you put a little more retard oomph into it.
wanted pizza.
Yeah, that was the Kenny who graduated high school. I want the other Kenny that you did before.
No, he wanted pizza.
I can't get mad. I just consider the source.
Wow.
Biting comeback. Easy, Ken. Don't go for the throat.
Whatever.
I'm rubber, you're glue.
But look, well, let's face it. The guy works hard, and like with the money he makes and the benefits and the overtime and the raise he's going to get for the new year, he'll make nothing.
Okay. Wow. That wasn't bad. A little
Why
more
is he
biting.
dressed like Spencer
All right.
for hire?
Spencer! Spencer for hire!
There's also another observation that needs to be made. He's got his thumb on something.
Yeah, I can't talk about it.
Oh, is
Why?
that some kind of...
No, they're just travel arrangements.
Yeah, but see, Kenny has to keep the thumb on the thing he's got to remember. It's usually with driving
Directions.
instructions.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm working
We
on
can't
something.
talk about it. All right.
Yeah, I'm working on something.
Ooh, what's that, Kenny?
Ooh. No, you know.
Are you working on a doo-doo?
No.
Big-
That I'd be proud of.
Big boy's going to make a doo-doo?
Big boy had a problem last night.
What happened?
The people from Mum and Sean's wanted their shirt back.
I had a bit of a sour stomach last night.
Oh,
so
sour?
it ruined my whole workout. After every,
Did it ruin the workout equipment? That's the real question. I'm gonna go
I was
on
doing
after
one
that.
set on the machine and then the other set on the ball.
That's great.
You ever fart your way through a whole set, though? After
Oh.
each rep?
I love to fart in the gym anonymously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just keep moving and then just watch the aftermath.
Blame someone else. They drop the weights on their neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing better than that.
Blame it on the girl using that leg machine that opens and closes.
You stink, lady.
Speaking of farting, man fires rifle at group after mockery for farting.
No.
See what I
I
do
never
now?
got through my Steve story, though.
Oh, you want to go back to Steve? Sure.
Yeah, real quick.
Well, is Bill going to eat the pizza now?
Yeah, I mean, we made such a big deal out
Got
of it.
it now.
I got to try it.
See how that Subway pizza
There's
is.
so much cheese on this.
They're
I
not a
can't even see
sponsor.
like the individual slices.
Cheese covers a world of hurt. It's a little pizza
This is
thing, too. It's
disgusting.
round. It's
a little pizza with a...
I should be hearing audio right now.
Wow.
We have a very full flight. Please do not put your jackets in the overhead compartment.
eating your shit food.
Oh my God!
Heather
This-
Mills should be standing over that crying.
is that an abortion joke? I don't even...
That's a good one.
That's a
little miscarriage joke.
All right, go ahead. Does Steve-
Undercooked.
Yeah, so Steve sent me a text, and it said, I had a talk with Than because he noticed that Than had thrown a little jab, a little bash at me on that day's show. So he had a talk with Than about this, that it wasn't appropriate for him to chime in and give a jab to the on-air staff as they are doing the show. And then he texts me with that information, then says, if you didn't mind this, I'm sorry. And that was pretty much it. And then I'm thinking, why wouldn't he ask me first if it bothered me? And then if it did, have the talk with Than. So I then had to text Than with this long apology of, oh my God, I didn't, because then all I'm thinking is you had the talk with Than. And Than thinks I'm the biggest fucking douchebag to go to Steve and go, Steve, tell Than that I didn't appreciate what he said. Instead
No,
of
that's not at all.
confronting him.
That isn't at all what it was. I can't remember.
No.
I can't remember who mentioned it, but somebody said in the studio, and I would mention it if I could remember who it was, that you flashed Than like some kind of mean look after he did it, and that's why I pulled Than aside and said, maybe you shouldn't have done that. I don't know if he got mad at you, but maybe you shouldn't have done that. And then afterwards, I thought,
let me check.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let me check. And that's what I texted you and said I talked to Than about bashing you on air. If it was a mistake, then I apologize.
How did that conversation go?
You should have milked this. Do you know how great that would have been? You should have written back and said, yeah, dude, that was just, it wasn't cool.
Dude, let me tell you something. I couldn't. Just the time in between the talk that Steve had with Than about this and me finally texting Than and him getting back to me that he got the text, I was just thinking it was killing me to think that Than thought I was a douchebag that would get pissed at something like that.
Yeah, I was kind of freaking out.
So
for the rest of the
because
show.
and I told Than, I go, it's an open game. I go, I have no problem with anything Than would say. He's a clever enough guy that he's not going to blurt something stupid out that's just hurtful. It's he does it in jest like everybody else does here. What was the talk like? That's what I was curious
like
about.
Every other talk, probably. I pull these guys aside individually. I don't do it in front of anybody else unless I'm just enraged. Then I fucking blow everybody's brains out in front of everybody else.
But was it like? But did you go? I don't understand how you would even
glad the way
approach
you
that.
phrased that, by the way.
Did I phrase it poorly?
I blow everybody's brains out in front of everybody else. What a disciplinarian you are! I'll suck your cock till you're stupid.
I say dumb things.
Hey,
was it uncomfortable for you, Than? Because I could only imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be just like somebody telling me that sky was red or something. It was the complete opposite of what I thought.
Yeah, Than writes me back and says, I thought I didn't know how to read a room or a person or something like that, which you kind of pride yourself on being in comedy and on the air. You kind of got to know how to read the room and if you could jump on somebody or not. And then Steve just fucking takes your confidence away.
What'd you say? I think I tend to be protective of everybody, and that's
shut the fuck up.
What?
You're not protective of me.
He's rejecting your love.
Dan's gonna have a talk
I know.
with me now.
It's all right. If I wasn't,
best.
Hey,
that might have bothered me.
More
but-
importantly, it's been brought to my attention that you do a new character.
Ooh. Which one? Asshole who isn't perceptive guy?
No, that's always a character I'm doing.
Can't take a joke guy.
Yeah. Can't take a joke. Asshole who isn't perceptive.
I think Sam will help us out with this, right?
Of course. Who is it?
It's your new German guy that you've been doing.
Oh, that's
around
not
the
German
office.
guy. That's a new German guy. That's old German guy.
Well, he sounded new to me. How does he sound like?
Give me a minute.
German guy.
No, that's not
German. You were putting away the sex toys the other day.
I was putting away.
I
know. I remember doing it. Now I've lost it almost.
Danny's writing you a note to remind you.
What did Than say to Ant? That started this whole hubbub.
I don't remember.
We were talking about the gay porn thing and how Ant said
German guy.
how he came across gay porn.
Oh, on the internet, yeah.
And so I just made some jokes about how he insisted that we keep it on longer and how we were trying to laugh, and he told us all to shush because he wanted to enjoy the gay porn.
Right.
It was when Leary was in the studio.
And I was like,
think.
no, I did not. It wasn't me. Yeah, and then I shot you a fucking look.
Yeah. And gave me the old thumb across the throat.
Thumb across the throat, and I looked at Steve and said, tell this
You write him immediately after the show.
Fuck.
Where's the German character?
Yeah, where's the German
I'm looking
character?
for him. I'm probing. I don't want to waste too much time probing for him, though.
Probing?
What do you mean? In your mind?
Yeah, I gotta find him because I've been hearing "ow" so fucking much. I can't get out of it.
You're actually What?
I'm looking for. I can't
You're
remember
looking for it in your own head.
In your head. It's got to come organically, or I'm not going to remember how the fuck to do it.
God only knows what he's trying to push out of the way to find it.
No, sounds like he's going to do like a
dead
one
hookers.
like a one-person show right now.
Yeah.
I need to get to the theater at least
No,
6
that's
hours
not
before
what I mean.
so I can get into character.
John Leguizamo.
That's not what I mean.
He's got to turn around.
No, I can't remember what he sounds like right now.
He was talking about using a can of lube to shove multiple large cocks up his ass. If that.
Oh boy!
Wow,
That's what you were
was he?
saying. Yes, he was.
God damn! Why can't you fuckers got to record me one day? And I can't remember. Did you? Yeah, exactly.
Wait, someone who can imitate it?
Yeah, can somebody get me started? Because I don't remember what the fuck he sounds
Sam,
like right now.
Can you imitate it?
I can't do that voice.
Sam's got a new character
Try it.
though.
It's become the try to throw everybody under the bus show.
Yeah, it really is.
Wait, hold on. What's Sam's new character?
Sam's first of all, Sam has a
Well, it's
couple.
in development still.
Sam's in development with a new character.
Yeah.
Because we all know that he's got AJ Poopy Shits.
Yeah.
You know,
What?
that's one character.
You met AJ last week, just at the end of the show. You booed him.
You put your
Yeah.
jacket on and left.
Yeah.
How did AJ Poopy shit sound?
He kind of sounded like this, Jim.
Jim's shaking his head. He's just shaking his head.
Okay.
He's had it.
What's he doing like?
Well,
Sam's got a new character called the O&A Scatman.
yeah.
Oh.
What's that?
Well, he talks in like a really jazzy voice and likes to scat at the end of his sentences.
Oh.
You know?
That sounds cool.
Okay.
We'll acknowledge
This is going to be worse than my pizza.
Yeah. We'll acknowledge that it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, we might say like, I'm here enjoying myself at the O&A show. Ba-ba-doo-bo-ba-doo.
Just fucking die.
Holy shit. Wow. That's like Billy Crystal's bad character.
Yes, without the humor and dignity. Oh my god.
He doesn't even scat very well.
No, I thought it was gonna be like a German.
Oh my god. Wait, this is getting away from Steve's German character
I know.
too, though.
It couldn't be worse than that.
it.
Can you dig that? I knew that you could.
What the hell is
Let me
that?
apologize to Sam. Maybe I didn't give it a fair enough shot. I wanted to hate it, so I hated it.
Yeah.
I like Sam, so let me give it another shot. I
Yeah,
apologize.
have an open mind.
An open mind.
There you
All right.
go.
Try it again, Sam.
Thanks for giving me another chance, Jim. A-dope-a-dope-bope.
Oh my god.
Scat, O&A scat guy?
Yeah, O&A scat guy.
It sounds like
scat
fucking
guy.
Grover.
Yeah, Grover's very successful.
Wait, no one can do Steve's German voice to get him going?
I prefer the
We have-
scat
Oh,
from
wait,
Two Girls, One Cup.
That's what
Is he in a?
Yeah. Oh, you said that?
No, I was
Oh,
going
fuck.
there and I didn't. It didn't.
Okay.
Now I'm grateful I didn't.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry, Steve. I was just kidding with that before I get a text.
What time?
Steve, are you ready?
We have an example of a piece of production that we think is close to it.
Yes.
He's
okay.
Mama Bear now.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
This is Steve as the German guy.
Get an Opie and Anthony WoW sticker. This is not one of them.
Hello, I am selling wow stickers on Craigslist. Please buy a $4,000 American to a numbered account in Zurich, and I'll happily send you a WoW sticker, shiny and new. I have a friend in the shipping industry, so shipping won't be a problem.
Why is it a gay German?
No, that's not. But that's not a new German guy. That's not a new German
Who's
guy.
that guy?
That's old
That
German
was
guy.
that was old German guy. That was Val Kilmer from The Saint.
Yes.
That was.
It's early.
Oh, it's so early.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on right now. This is just really bizarre.
Movie lines, yeah.
This German guy is just it's not. But that's not him. God damn it! I can't find him.
Oh my
like
God.
that,
Clear
he'll
the
probably
set.
come out. He'll probably come out if you talk like that guy.
How about you go in the production room and push record and then, like...
Yeah, give me a minute.
Was it more of a...
No, it was not like that. It was
Not like Steve from Bayshore when he
No.
talks like...
That's more German. We need some.
So, Steve, who's the character that walks around asking people if they like the big dick?
That's more of a Guido Sarducci. That's more of, hey, you like the big dick, eh?
Oh, okay. And you just go around and ask people that?
What the fuck happens when we go home?
It's not even in production.
That's the
It's
question.
Just in meetings, or we're back in the office, and he's just asking us that.
That's the voice in his head asking him.
Yeah, exactly.
I just said it one day, and I figured it sounded like Guido Sarducci, and then I couldn't figure out why.
I just
where
like
that
how they
came
all
from.
have like they do impressions. They're like 4-second impressions.
Yeah, basically nothing to them. Basically, Three words.
Basically,
Steve's saying to himself, it's not gay if you have multiple personalities,
Yes, right.
If you're blowing a guy with a German accent, you're
Correct.
not really gay.
Yeah, it's not-
You sound like Guido Sarducci.
But
I get you.
You went there too many times. You already did the John Leguizamo.
I know.
All right,
I know. You're right.
Halftime's over.
Fucking Pete Premise Killer.
Back to the game. Thank you. Find that fucking German character,
please.
Got this dumb thing.
A Mansfield man is in jail tonight after he shot a semi-automatic rifle at a group of people in Southport. As WETM 18 News reporter Zach Wheeler tells us, flatulence may have started this shooting rampage. Zach?
Well, that's right, Jeff. Witnesses told Chemung County Sheriff's deputies why they think 32-year-old William Hoover pulled out an assault rifle last night. They say it all started because the suspect passed gas. Now, deputies say William Hoover started arguing with three people in Wheeler's beverage store after 6 o'clock last night. They say the argument moved outside and turned physical. That's when deputies say Hoover ran to his car, pulled out a semi-automatic rifle, and shot at the three. Nobody was hurt. An investigator says the three people claim Hoover passed gas and could not take the teasing.
That's pretty tough for just. Oh, jeez. It's a tough
Is
penalty
that
for a
video
fart.
of Kelsey falling off the stage?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That fucking.
Fantastic.
Imagine getting shot for teasing a guy like that.
Yeah.
Your fucking headstone went up through it. Here I sit, brokenhearted. Because the end part is
right.
Yeah.
All right, we got witness statements here.
According to witness statements, that apparently the verbal altercation possibly took place over some comments made about the suspect's body odor, which led to the defendant suspect becoming extremely irate over these comments. They were simple verbal comments, which apparently he did not take too well.
And sheriff's deputies say Hoover admits the three victims were teasing him about farting. He's behind bars at the Chemung County Jail. Deputies say Hoover had been drinking, but they don't know if he was drunk. And Jeff, employees at Wheeler's beverage store would not comment about the incident today. The victims also have requested they not be identified due to fear of retaliation.
Jimmy would have been like shot 800 times.
Oh, no kidding.
For the
Look like Swiss cheese.
No, I didn't make the fart. No, the guy who cut the fart actually did the shooting, which is just a double whammy. He cuts a gasser and stinks the place up, and then
gets
shoots
called
it.
on tease him about it. Yeah.
There's some Kelsey Grammer.
This is look at him looking so. He's got one hand in his pocket. What the hell was that?
Commercial.
Looked like that guy.
That's the other thing.
Oh. The other thing.
Trip through It's a Small World pretending I was a UN interpreter. Good Lord. I think I'm... Wow, that was really, really bad.
Oh, wait, where did he fall from there to there?
He's gathering himself, just like Steve.
So sorry for my language.
Sorry for my language?
He said, "Oh dear Lord."
Oh dear Lord.
It's the American Atheist Society he was performing in front of.
Let's go to Steve in Texas.
that's
Steve.
hysterical.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Did
Hey.
Bill Burr just accuse someone, make fun of someone for having a 4-cylinder
second imitation. Isn't this the same asshole that does the fucking Everybody Loves Raymond imitation?
That's a good point, Bill.
Guilty as charged.
The same asshole. Nice. You could have softened your delivery a little bit.
Nah, he was right. I deserved it.
Can you do it for old time's sake?
No. Come on, what are you doing?
That's all he does.
That's it. That's it. I can't do any other part of it.
All right.
Ooh.
A lot of talking.
A lot of jibber jabber out there.
I don't know. Well, maybe we have an interesting audience. We'll
Let's see. Maybe we do. Oh, they getting to know each other?
Later. I don't know.
What's going on out there?
No idea.
Everyone's...
trying to do a radio show.
Wow. How awful is it when you're yelling at bombs?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Keith, what were you expecting? What was Keith expecting right there?
That was all right. My comment on it got a 0 too. So
there's something in the air. All of a sudden, it's
awfulness.
Just bombing.
I think we need more
All
One A scat guy to pull this one out.
Yeah. or new German guy, but he's nowhere to be found in Steve's head.
Yeah, he's still looking for that guy.
He's probably in there in a closet somewhere. Well, of course he is, but where is it?
Well, we got a great little story that happened in a funeral home. We'll play a little mop-up today. Ooh. Fight breaks out as man tries to raise dead at funeral.
The chaos at the casket started with a misunderstanding in the eyes of the pastor.
He raised his hand and said, "In the name of the Lord Jesus, rise up and walk."
Pastor Glendy Hamilton believes Timothy Cleary, seen smiling here in his mugshot, was only trying to help an 18-year-old murder victim.
He wanted to raise him from the dead.
Ooh. Yeah. So we wanted to raise him from the dead.
So
is that what I'm being led
rise
to
up
believe?
and walk, and the guy got up out of it as the wow.
Whoa!
Jesus, Jimmy.
Whoa!
I was gonna say he had a fight because the dead guy got up and hit him. Hold on. I was gonna say. See, I took the glasses off. That's the problem. The glasses just make me an unfunny faggot. Apparently, but with them.
You guys like Jimmy's glasses? I like them, Jimmy. Boo!
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You don't like them, sir? Yeah. Thank you.
All right, here's the second half of the story. So the guy's trying to raise the dead, basically.
But the family of Zarek Harrison, who was found shot and killed over the weekend, saw something different.
Just start smashing the boy's face in the thing and saying the name of Jesus, the name of Jesus. And that would start the whole fight.
Hamilton says in the crowd of 200 mourners, as many as 30 people ran to tackle Cleary, hitting him and kicking him until police interfered. In the commotion, the pastor says 2 people fainted, requiring medical attention. But outside, the mob continued, smashing each window on Cleary's car. It was there we found this motivational message to the dashboard, reading, "I always do everything I need to do." Police eventually dispersed the crowd and arrested Cleary for disturbing a religious assembly. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Never. Not even on television.
I seen the cops knocking the truck window out, and I thought they was giving the man UPS. I thought the man was dead. That's the way it was.
UPS?
Have you never heard that? Best clip ever. I thought they were giving the man UPS.
She's making a mistake.
Although this woman's great, too.
Look at my knee. I'm hurt. That man don't tell me. I just started kicking the people in the balls and everything. Just, you know, they was stressed out. I couldn't breathe.
That aired on the news. They couldn't understand what she was
She said
saying.
kicked him in the
and
balls.
she said kicking him in the balls.
Look at my knee. I'm hurt. That man don't tell me. I just started kicking the people in the balls and everything. Just, you know, they was stressed out. I couldn't breathe. Stressed out. I couldn't breathe.
I love that. Kicking him in the balls.
Can you imagine being trampled to death? How much that would suck?
Worst ways to go.
I think you would get used to it after a while.
You're probably so distracted by the
Yeah.
trampling that
Imagine
you're not really thinking about
trampled
it.
is a bad one.
That's a bad one. It's
That's
a bunch of
bad
feet
one.
on you. It's like Mr. Bentley running over you.
Yeah, but you have to. You have to be. He takes his glasses on. You have to be. I would think being trampled. You're getting fucking knocked out pretty quickly.
Well, you don't know that. What if they start trampling at the ankles and work their way up?
No.
See?
Yeah, they love him without his glasses.
That's right.
Glasses for
Freestyling
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
All right, put the
Off the
glasses
dome.
back on. Let's see
If
what
it is
happens
the
with the
glasses.
glasses back on.
Okay, put the glasses. Cool.
Hey, Jimmy, what do you think about the upcoming presidential election?
I bet you someone gets a win.
All right, take the glasses
No
off.
good.
All right, no good.
No. Now we can't see.
I think it's time for a sing-along. They've been on this one back. It's from Seth's bar mitzvah. Bar mitzvah. A little sing-along.
Oh, God. It's good.
Yeah, you guys can sing along out there.
I know what this is.
You know this song.
Oh, cool. It's the AIDS song.
Never thought I'd feel this way, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I got the chance to say that I do.
Are they retarded?
believe I love you, and if I could ever go away,
Who's that guy on the mic?
They have to be retarded.
No, it's not a bar mitzvah.
Yeah, a retarded bar mitzvah.
Everyone get together for Seth. Here we go.
keep smiling, keep shining. Oh, and you can always count on me.
Oh my God.
For sure. That's what friends are for.
Oh, yeah, I know. Believe me.
And bad times. I'll be on your side forever.
Jimmy's writing.
That's
Jimmy's
what
writing, and it's going to be
friends are
awesome.
This is like the racist match game right now.
That's what I was thinking. I swear to God.
I believe
Oh, Steve C. Steve from Bay Shore would just be laughing. He's probably writing the same thing down.
For the time apart, well, there goes your these words are coming
where's the
from
pen?
my heart.
Where's the pen?
And then if you can remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for.
That's a bad one, too.
Well, here, show this to the audience.
Keep shining.
Let's see what reaction Jimmy's line gets with the audience.
Just writing inappropriate things that could not possibly be said without getting completely fired.
All right, they're showing the audience. Let's see what happens.
It's a bar mitzvah, and they're singing this.
Hey, they're reading the note. They enjoy that one.
That's what friends are for. Keep smiling.
There, that's Anthony's note.
Keep
smiling. Let's see what kind of reaction this guy gets from the bleachers.
Now when you get away.
All right, here. They're reading. They're reading. They're reading. Yeah, they like that one too.
For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forever.
Can you on the pen, please?
Oh, yes, the pen, Jimmy. Yeah, there you go.
That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. Yeah.
And that's Seth's bar mitzvah. All right. No.
What?
No, I was answering a voice. It's talking in my ear. All right. Yeah, show them that one. Back to the bleachers with another line that could have been in the song. See what they think of this one.
All right.
I like that one too. One last one.
Okay.
Someone just said that's not as good as the first one.
Of course not.
It's a lot of words, but
Anthony's don't rhyme. They're just Anthony's are just facts.
just full of hatred.
All right, let's see. They're reading it on the bleachers. Here we go.
Okay.
Of course.
It was a hit.
I love the studio audience, like sitcom laughter you're getting with this show.
Amazing. We're going to be able to capture that sound.
All right, quick break.
Use it for when we bomb.
And we'll continue. Did Steve find his German voice? We don't know.
I think he's in production right now.
I don't know, but me and Jimmy did.
Opie and Anthony.
Next time on a very special Everybody Loves Raymond, Ray goes to the doctor.
Ray, would you like to see your test results?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What are you doing?
Ray,
Oh.
I'm afraid you've got AIDS.
No, come on.
You have a rare strain of HIV.
No.
Commonly found in post-op Portuguese transsexuals.
Oh.
The fun really begins when Ray's wife finds out.
Why is the toilet filled with bloody poo?
Come on.
Oh my God, the bed is full of scabs.
Hot.
But everything works out in the end.
Sweetie, you're losing so much weight. I bought you a smaller robe.
Come on, the air conditioner.
Ray, your mother's here. She wants to say goodbye.
Oh, what are you doing?
All on the next Everybody Loves Raymond. Tonight at 8.
Heading toward the weekend.
That's nice feedback.
A little Aussie.
Must be someone's headphones.
What was that about?
Oh, it was Bill Burr adjusting his microphone with his
No, was it?
headphones against it.
It was the bleachers. It was the metal of the bleachers.
Wait.
See?
Now
There we
try
go.
it.
Yeah.
Hello.
That sounds like feedbacky, ready to...
Too many microphones
Oh,
on.
is that it?
Yeah, there's a whole big bunch of things happening. It's like doing a live remote.
That's good.
All right, here we go. Humans to marry robots by 2050.
Oh, I don't believe it.
The future.
We were also supposed to get the water-powered car.
Yeah.
That didn't work out too well for anybody.
For
huh?
Stan.
Especially for Stan.
Poor Stan.
I was
Meyer.
thinking about Stan, like, last
All
night
day,
a couple
right?
of times.
That
Yeah,
made me laugh
Came
all
up
night
just
long.
going like, wow, that's really a drag. The guy killed himself by just opening his mouth.
Poor Stan. He's got
He
to
was
keep his mouth shut next
All
time.
excited that the military was and the government was all psyched about his invention.
Flying out to check out the invention in person, and he didn't
Make
think
sure it works. That lieutenant colonel probably like got to a secure line and went like, holy shit, it works. It actually works. All right, you know what to do.
You know.
Kill him.
Let's go with the poison thing.
Make this problem go away,
And Stan,
Lieutenant.
And no red flags were, popping up with poor Stan.
How long after was
No.
he poisoned, do we know?
3 years.
One meal later.
It was 95. It wasn't 98. I was actually talking to Danny. 95 was the clip. And in 98...
they took him out?
He went to a ground round. Got the potato skins.
Was it?
I don't know where he went.
Sounds like
but
it would-
you know it'd be something like
I
that.
would love to know the details of his poisoning.
Why'd they wait? Were they monitoring him the whole time?
Oh, they probably wanted to see. They actually wanted the technology. I bet.
Danny,
you
what
got a
else
little
do you know
something on this?
On poor Stan Meyer.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, I was trying to read up on him a little bit more today, and apparently he was eating at this small restaurant in his hometown, and just in the middle of dinner, just stood up and just shouted, "They poisoned me! They poisoned me!" And he ran out and he collapsed in the parking lot dead.
He even said they poisoned
Yeah.
me?
Oh, he was probably feeling it like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, and
All right,
then
we got to play this news
They
clip
obviously
again.
didn't poison him there.
and some of the reports say that it was an aneurysm, had nothing to do with poisoning, and then obviously the conspiracy theorists, say that it was poisoning. And,
Dude, there's, you know what? I always... Conspiracy theorists always seem a little nuts to me. Like the first 3 quarters, I believe, but on this
Yeah, but
one,
this
it's like,
one,
come
it's
on.
like, yeah.
He's basically, hey, I discovered a free way to fuck over the top 1% of rich people in the world. Come on over to my house.
Come on and check it out.
In case you weren't listening yesterday, we love this thing. We got to do it again.
The top our news here at 6 o'clock, an age-old dream becoming a reality. A local inventor has discovered a way, hear this, to use water to run your car.
It's a major breakthrough that will no doubt make motorists happy. And as Ralph Robinson explains, the Pentagon is also showing lots of interest in this project.
Yeah.
Water has always been considered a precious commodity, but Stan Meyer's invention may make it even more valuable. He has developed what's called a water fuel cell. It has taken the place of his old gas tank. The water fuel cell breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen is used to run his dune buggy.
I don't care if you use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water. If you don't have any fresh water, go ahead and use snow. If you don't have any snow available to you, they use salt water because there's no adverse effect to the fuel cell.
If you don't have that available to you, just cry. That'll work too.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
We'll even run on poisoned blood.
Huh? Yeah.
Any liquid.
Any liquid.
What an idiot. Keep your mouth shut.
Meyer started working on this project 4 years ago. He's not a scientist. He isn't even a chemist. In fact, he never graduated from college. Myers was determined, he says, to design something to protect this country from oil embargoes.
And we have calculated that if we take the dune buggy from Los Angeles to New York, we would roughly use 22 gallons of water.
The Pentagon flew a lieutenant colonel in last week to look at Meyer's invention. There's talk of possibly using it in the Star Wars defense program and to run army tanks. Myers is currently perfecting a water fuel cell for cars. It will cost about $1,500. He says it won't need any maintenance, and you won't have to replace it. It'll be at least 2 years before the fuel system goes into mass production. The day it happens will be one the fuel industry hates, but it'll put a smile on the face of those who've had to say at one time or another, fill her up.
It never happened.
No, my favorite part is flying in a colonel.
Yeah, they're flying in a lieutenant colonel from the Pentagon, and that was
also
that
known
was
as
the
a
guy.
professional killer,
A hitman.
To use it in tanks.
He's not even the hitman. He goes in there,
No,
just
he's
gains
just
all
the
the
guy,
information, gets all the plans, see if it works, take the invention, we'll use it
And they go,
later.
Up, it works. It got crated up and put in that big room that the fucking Ark of the Covenant is in at the end of
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
And that Tesla guy with the wireless technology
Yeah.
from the 1800s.
Tesla shit,
that
everything.
They'll give us the water-powered cars 200 years after we're all dead.
Oh, that's great. It's going to be 2 years before Stan's dead.
And so how did he die? It was a poisoning. He ran out.
Is that a Dairy Queen?
Some little restaurant. He just, got up, started screaming right in the middle of the restaurant. They poisoned me. They poisoned me, and then collapsed out in the parking lot.
Who's they?
You should call that restaurant.
He must have known that they were on. They were on.
He
to
knew
him.
something because the more I'm reading about this guy, from the time that he had announced that he had made this breakthrough, he just became increasingly paranoid, and he always, he never wanted to show anybody fully the technology because he would claim things like he would lose his patent rights and everything. So he, every time people asked for a demonstration, he would show you, but not the whole thing.
Yeah.
They probably told him don't show anybody.
They probably poisoned him slowly.
They were calling him up. I'm going to fucking kill you. And then just hang up. As he's sitting there watching Family Ties.
Stanley, we're going to kill you.
What? Oh, they poisoned me. They poisoned me.
Picks up his phone. Stay away from the windows. Just get in his fucking head. Slowly drive him nuts. They probably have books on that.
Yeah, how to do it.
How to just completely drive somebody insane.
Make them have an aneurysm.
Oh, yeah.
What did the coroner's report say? Excuse me.
Well, I think the official reports say that it said it was some kind of brain aneurysm. But some people believe that the aneurysm was brought on by the poisoning, so.
Oh, well, those guys got poisoned you can never find. There's a coroner that'll never find it.
Let's go to the next invention, humans to marry robots by 2050.
There's going to be another guy in those. I've come up with a new vagina.
right.
It runs on water.
Why would you have to marry the robot? Isn't this about having sex with robots?
Why would you just
have to
fuck the robot?
I want to know when is that virtual reality sex suit coming out? Remember that? You put the sex suit on and you put the goggles on. Anything you can think of, you'll be feeling like you're doing it.
Yeah, you can picture the girl on top of you, whatever.
Well, they're starting.
That ain't happening.
With the Wii and little weird technologies like that, which are kind of interactive like that. They are starting. But
you put the Wii controller up your ass?
Well, no,
the
not
Wiimote?
They have USB, I swear, there's like a USB vibrator, and you could connect to other people, kind of like on Pal Talk, sort of, where you could see the person and you could control their level of
excitement or whatever.
So you slip a sleeve over your dick and shove a dildo in there, and then you can fuck with your mouse and
I like that.
They also have one, I think, that plugs into your iPod and it shoots out vibrations according to what song you're listening to.
To the beat of the song.
That's such a
Humans
need.
to marry robots. Let's see what this is all about.
By the year 2050,
humans will fall in love with robots. It says here it's science. It's specifically the science of a Dutch researcher who claims robots are becoming so human-like that it's only a matter of time, apparently 2050, before humans become attracted to them, getting all googly-eyed over them, and eventually walking down the aisles with machines. Debates have no doubt begun. Could robots actually be fulfilling life partners?
Well, shut up. It'd be a big piece of metal, and the pussy lips would look like a cow mouth.
By the way, we make fun of local news. This is Fox. This is Fox News. This is
That's
Shepard
retarded.
Smith. Shepard Smith is reporting this.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Is something burning out there?
I smell the same thing, dude.
The fuck? It's what is it?
Warning, warning, warning.
Oh my God! We almost went up in flames.
What do we got?
Danny just saved us.
Fire?
I smell
What
it.
was it, Danny?
Whatever retard decided to put all the newspapers on top of the very hot and bright lights that are in the
Look
floor.
how close
That's
it was
going to start a fire one of these days.
I knew I
Yeah,
smelled
if you
it.
see it over the O, you can see the.
Look how
where
close
was
we
that?
were to a fire.
It was right.
It was right over the. Those lights.
Those
are the-
halogens, they're
yeah, it's terrible.
halogens. and
Those
they're
lights are
very
the worst design I've ever seen in my life. Love the
titanium or
studio
something.
and
I
all
don't know
that.
what they are.
But explain. We got these lights around the border of the studio that are about a foot off the ground, and it's so easy to just put things.
Well, they're on a
this,
shelf.
on this little shelf.
Yeah, you
thought
could
I smelled
cook
it.
shit
And
on there.
they get so hot. I think one time
They burn through CDs.
Yeah, they burned through some kind of plastic, and then one time on a Saturday night, someone came in to film some. I think it was actually for an uninformed,
Right.
and somebody put their camera bag on top of it, and I had no idea, and I just smelled burning straws, and the guy's camera bag had melted to the thing.
We got to fucking put signs or have them
No,
redesign
they got to
it.
take those out. That is so dangerous.
That's
Just
gonna
not put
burn
them
it.
on.
Because what's going to happen? We're going to like throw newspapers on there, leave the studio in between our show and Ron and Fez, and this fucking place
Just
is
get
going
elevated like grills to put on them.
up. This
Oh
is
yeah,
going
God damn it.
up.
Anthony is fucking smart.
Thank you, Jimmy.
We're like, take them all out. Call the police. have a fireman just stand here 24/7 to protect us. with a
Call the
hose.
engine company.
This is actually
Anthony just that went right
it
through.
went through a lot of pages.
Oh,
it did.
Let me see.
Get past the sports.
Wow, look at that. That was gonna
Get past
burst
the
into
sports.
flames.
That was going to go in a.
Wow, it's still hot.
It's
Yeah.
still hot too. Yeah, we were very
Is that
close to a
flammable, you
fire.
think?
Why don't we put it there and see how long it takes
Dude, that's
to
exactly
actually
what I
catch
want
on
to do.
fire?
Let's put it there. Put it back on.
Put it back on. Put it back
Put
on.
it back on. Let's see how long it takes.
Put it back on.
Just put it on.
Get your money out. What do you guys think?
Look,
Let's see.
we'll get Washington to call us now. Fuckers aren't
Quick
returning
before
calls
they
these
call.
days.
We
Hurry.
got to like
Put the
fire
newspaper
extinguisher.
back on.
I'm going to call it at page.
Sudoku. It went all the way to Sudoku.
It went on, if you live in New York and you can pick up the Post, it went from the back page to the weather.
No, to
Wow.
Sudoku. Right there. Sudoku.
Oh yeah,
Is that how you say that?
it solved it too.
No, sorry.
Sudoku. I don't have no idea.
Sadaku.
So no one heard that.
Sadaku.
Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Let's say hi to Jay Moore. Jay.
Who do you have in there, Bobcat Goldthwait?
What?
He lit the chair on fire. On the
Oh, the Tonight Show.
Wow, you went
Very obscure.
you went back on that one.
Too smart for us.
I was in my. You know what? I woke up this morning, Anthony. I blew the dust off my Wayback Machine.
The Wayback Machine.
I had exact change. I put the quarters in, one dime, and I was on the Tonight Show in 1990.
The Wayback Machine.
You don't have a Wayback Machine?
I remember that.
Of course.
How's Jay Moore?
I'm up this early. Hiya, boys.
I know.
What's up,
What the hell
Jay?
are you doing? What are you on a bender?
No, I wish. I'm taking my son to school, but we're applying to kindergarten, so I had to drop off a check, a picture, and a handshake at another school, the Brentwood School.
You're applying for kindergarten.
Bro, you have no idea. It is like my sister got into Rutgers easier than my kid's going to get into Crossroads.
Is your kid getting recruited?
No. At kindergarten?
Well, why not?
Does he have to write an essay as to why he wants to go to
Yeah, I
kindergarten?
had to write an essay as to what kind of guy I think he is, what kind of school I think would be best for him, what his strengths and weaknesses are. And I just wrote, he's not too fond of the colors. Just let him in.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
What's the criteria, though, to get into this school? Like what famous people's children?
Rich, could have money.
Money?
Hopefully, if you're on television, you get in.
Okay.
What if you're from Compton?
You might be, because they got to, you know how it goes.
How?
Put it this way. I can't even say it because what if somebody hears it and they go, don't let him in, he said something awful.
Right.
What other famous kids are going? People's kids are going there.
Who's that, Bill Burr?
Yeah.
Hi, sweetie.
What's up? How you doing?
Oh, I don't know. His school now, Pacino's twins go there. Gary Oldman's kids go there. I see Brooke Burke walking around with her kids.
Dude, I got news. Your kid's not getting in. Those are some pretty big names, man.
Who's in there? Pacino?
Pacino's kids. Now Jay Moore's coming up with his son.
My twins are a little crazy. They're looking good.
All right, it's nap time.
How about a cracker before we lay down?
Where's my milk?
Where's my milk? I'm a little parched. I was out in the yard riding the big wheel. Where's Frank Caliendo when you need him?
Yeah, we finally need Frank Caliendo. Hey, Jay, Anthony started a bit yesterday. It was really good having Pacino redo The Godfather with how he speaks
But
now.
how he talks now, because he completely changed. Michael was all soft-spoken. Yeah. Michael was all nice and soft-spoken. Well, that is Luca Brasi, and he's
Anthony,
works for my father.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, that's pretty much how he used to talk, but now it's,
Hey, Kay! Don't ask me about my business!
One time!
He's just the yelling Pacino.
I always said there's two Pacinos. There's a Pacino now who's in a jazz band, and there's old Pacino who sounds just like Tyne Daly from Cagney and Lacey. I mean, if you watch Serpico and Tyne Daly in Serpico and what was the name of the show? Cagney and Lacey.
Yeah.
It's the same voice. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, then.
What do you want me to do, Oz? You got guys undercover. They're wearing black shoes and white socks out there.
Yeah, what happened to that voice?
He could redo all his movies like, Wyoming's not a country, but that's okay. Well, if you got a boss, why am I talking to you? WNEW, we play all the hits. That's my favorite. He said, WNEW, we play all the hits. Yes, sir. Okay. Where's Sharon Glass, my partner? Just call and say hello, boys. I love you. I listen to the replay every day. It's just I'm not usually up at this hour.
Yeah, it's early.
We're rocking and we're rolling.
Thank you, Jay Moore.
Thank you, Jay.
For checking in.
Bill, where can I watch you do comedy?
Ooh, I like Jay.
At the Caroline's Comedy Club.
Could you maybe put a date on that?
This weekend, Friday through Sunday. Jesus, I'm the fucking worst at this.
Oh, look at you doing your joke in front of the crowd.
Can't even get a plug out.
Oh, my God. He's going to grab the mic and tell. I sound like Ralph Cramden.
Norton?
Funny Riddle. I love you guys. God bless you.
All right,
Bye, Jay.
Take it easy, Jay.
If I'm not calling and if I'm not dialing, I'm always listening.
Thank you, sir, and good luck getting your kid into that exclusive elite school.
Anthony, Opie, we're good now, right?
We were never,
Always.
We were never bad.
Oh, I was just going with the bit.
Oh, okay. I should know better, I guess. I'm the dummy.
My favorite Pacino is in Insomnia. I'm about to say a bad word, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, he was talking to the kid.
Yeah. Robin Williams goes, I'm not who you think I am. And he goes, I think you're a piece of shit. Guys like you are my job. And then he looks around, even though they're alone on the boat. That was the whole arrangement, that they'd be completely isolated. He looks around like 16 times and goes, you're different because you cut a fucking nails. Come on. You gotta watch. He looks all the way to his right, looks all the way. The whole point of the meeting was they'll be so alone on this little shuttle boat, and he looks around because he's high on lack of sleep.
Fucking Robin.
That's a huge job.
Robin Williams wrecked that movie, man. That could have been a good movie, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Gentlemen?
Didn't really add to anything, but what the fuck.
Jay Moore.
Bye, Jay. All right, Jay.
Later, man.
FoxSports.com if the spirit moves you.
Hey, wait a minute. Speaking of which, Pats, do they go undefeated? I'm asking everybody that I can get my hands on.
16-0.
What?
16-0, and the Dolphins go 0-16.
But you think they're going to have to sit Brady to rest him for the playoffs, or is it more important to get
the lose by 3 points 2 games in a row, Belichick's not going to let him sit down.
No? And here's another question. I know you're a huge football guy there, Jay. Who knows who the backup quarterback is for the Pats?
Brad Castle. He was the backup to Carson Palmer at USC. He never played a snap.
He hasn't. So he's just. It would get scary if Brady goes out, right?
He's pretty good. I mean, they picked him for a reason. He was behind Leinart and Carson Palmer. He never got I don't think he got a snap. I think maybe he got 11 snaps and some snacks. He had that time at USC.
And really fast. Jimmy's pushing for the Cowboys.
What did you say?
Jimmy's pushing for the Cowboys.
I'm rooting for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's going to be Cowboys and Patriots in the Super Bowl.
I hope
that
so.
would be a great Super Bowl.
From
man.
your lips to God's ears. And what happens? Dallas gets blown out 54-10?
What up, Jimmy? I didn't know you were in the studio, sweetie.
Yeah, man. I've been here the whole time.
Oh, my gosh. Tranny Island, I'm all because of you.
Jay, Manhattan is Tranny Island.
Yeah.
Here's Jimmy's favorite. Here's Jimmy and Quinn's, I think, favorite impression I do. It's Chris Sarandon and Dog Day Afternoon, okay?
All right. Yeah.
You want to talk to him? You talk to him. Don't kill me. But I have my hands adjusting my robe at the collar.
Of course you do. Little Leon Shermer never hurt anybody.
You're killing everyone around you, Leon.
Jay, I'm getting requests from the audience, too. They need a little Tracy Morgan before you leave.
Oh, I'll do that because I'm legendary. I was on Rachel Ray yesterday. I went to a club with Tracy. And he said, you want to get nice? And I said, what? He goes, do you want to get nice? Yeah. Jay Moore's my uncle. So we smoke in the street, what we think is a joint, and I go, what is this? He goes, oh, you never smoked something before? I thought you could smell it. So we're like tripping on PCP at a club, and they give me a check because they think I'm like his manager. And he flips the table over, and he takes off his shirt and goes, I'm the rich N-word in here. That's racism.
He's out of his mind.
9 bouncers. I hear the N-word. I'm just out the door. I'm on the sidewalk. They throw him out of the club. It's like a basement club. They throw him up the stairs with no shirt on. He lands on the sidewalk. His shirt comes up like a second later, like Bugs Bunny, and lands over his head. And he stands up and goes, that's how you get out of paying for the check, Jay Moore. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I like white women. Yeah, everybody gets impregnated when Big Tracy's around.
Hey, Jay, I saw Tracy at Caroline's.
Jay's long gone, kid.
All right, sorry. And Tracy gave up on his comedy and decided he needed to show the front row his pubic hair.
Yeah, that's my bush. That's my disco bush.
Disco bush.
And then he's trying to get the girls that are with dates at Caroline's to touch his pubic hair. And he did this for like half his set.
Once they touch it, it's all over. Then give them a couple of mouth thoughts.
Fuck.
Sometimes I eat an apple, and I love eggs.
That's exactly Tracy.
Yeah.
He'll just blurt shit out.
You're beautiful. Captain Kirk was beautiful in the galaxy, in a galactic man.
That's exactly what Tracy does.
Yo,
holy
you can't
shit.
sleep on them helicopter fumes, and you got your new wheelchair gloves. I got new wheelchair gloves. I lost my legs in Vietnam. You got to make sure you got the kind with your finger cut out so you can stack up all your sardine money. Yeah. Jay Moore's my uncle.
Just rambling.
You find yourself laughing, going, I hope I was supposed to laugh right
It's like, what the hell is Tracy talking
Oh,
about?
it don't matter. How'd I get so skinny?
It's true. All right,
Look
Mr.
at my
Moore.
belly. That's a mating call.
You're going to do it all day.
Tracy Morgan, you do Tracy Morgan. He's African.
Bosco or you
All right, boys. God bless you.
Bye, sweetie.
The great Jay Moore. Thanks, Jay. Fucking Jay killing, man.
That
All right,
is
hey,
exactly what Tracy does, though. He'll just ramble shit, and you're like, what the fuck is Tracy talking about?
He's one of the few guys, though, who can not only nail the impression, but then actually like come up with bits about it.
Yeah,
like, I hate
yeah,
when people just do like they'll do Schwarzenegger
Just the
and they
voice.
just do what he says in the movie.
He gets the whole personality down and everything. Christ, fucking
He
amazing.
does these impersonations.
Think
You think it was the real people.
Humans to Marry Robots.
People.
Let's get this out of the way, off our plate, and then we enjoy our weekends.
Yeah, because I got gas.
All right, Humans to Marry Robots by 2050. That's where we were
doubt
at before he went off-roading for a while with Jay Moore.
I guess one of the theories is, and I had to read deep in this to find anything redeeming, but deep down in the information here from this scientist, by the way, is maybe someday pedophiles and child molesters and other people who have perversions will be able to be hooked up with robots so they can do their thing in jail and not hurt anybody, which also sounds preposterous, but I mean, there's that.
It's disturbing, isn't it? I wouldn't go so far as it sounds like he's trying to say it would be cathartic for them or they'd leave children alone. But the problem is they don't want control over machines. They want control over humans. You can't replace that human side of people, and that's what is more disturbing than anything. That they would even think of even placating pedophiles or rapists. It's about control. It's not about sex for them.
So they're having a serious discussion about this. This
About
isn't-
having robot children for pedophiles to fuck.
Yeah. Who's the maker of those?
And then wouldn't that make the pedophile then just acceptable? Oh, it's okay. We got him a robot.
Yeah, it's
He
just
gets-
a robot.
He gets his fix.
That's okay.
But then you know what's going to happen. The
Then he had-
PC police. All right, yeah.
Hello, this is Robot Chris Hansen. Why don't you sit down?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, wait a minute, but she's a robot.
Yeah, someone will start yelling and screaming that robots have feelings too, and this is not right, and blah blah blah.
Look
We
how
gotta protect
adorable
the-
It's like video games. It's going to lead to real violence.
Right. We got to protect the robot kids.
If they made a robot that actually looked like an accurate depiction of a kid, people would be outraged because it looked like a kid. Yeah. So you'd feel for it and stuff. You can't just build robots that look like real people so you can like hunt them. Why not then just do everything?
Robots to be raped.
Yeah, robots that you rape, you can murder, and they look and act like real people. People would be so fucking outraged, even though it was a machine.
That'll be like a new defense. I thought it was a robot.
I thought it was a fucking robot, dude. What the fuck?
It just looked like the way he was walking. So I just shot it in the head, going,
You pull your dick out of the test, you got little metal shavings on the helmet because it didn't clean out properly.
That doesn't all have to be made of metal.
What are they going to make you
I don't
out
know,
of?
a space-age polymer.
I don't know what a polymer is.
I don't either.
See,
I just have heard that for years.
Most of us think old school robots.
Yeah.
Metal and just clunky and stuff.
I want to rape Tweaky. From Buck Rogers.
Beady. Beady. If you had a robot that...
I do. Club Soda Kenny.
I never realized how small his head is.
It's fucking Brontosaurus-like. He's a leaf eater.
If you had a robot that looked and acted exactly like a woman, would you rape it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not do it to women? Why not to a robot?
There's no like law against it because it would be a robot.
It wouldn't be fun.
It wouldn't be fun?
No, because then it would rust up taking the shame bath.
Oh my God. What are you, fucking the Tin Man?
I don't know. Where do I go with that one?
It's waterproof. I don't know, because it brings up that whole moral issue.
It's not rape. A robot can't say no. You just turn the fucking thing off.
No, but it works like real people. There are robots walking around, let's see, like real fucking people. They look like them. They act like them.
When they go to call the cops, you just unplug them.
Yeah.
And
what is your emergency?
And they act like it in a way.
I got.
They act like it in a way that they're horrified. They're terrified. It's scary for them. They're emoting all of this. Would you be able to actually carry through with that? Punching it in the face.
Dude, fucking video games. We've discussed this where like they're starting to look like their emotions are getting a little fucked up. Where you're starting to get a little weird when you're killing
Grand Theft
people
Auto.
online.
You take a crowbar and you smash a hooker over the head, but it's still on the screen and it's a game with kind of an interface that is different than actually just punching a robot girl in the face. I don't know. I don't think I could do that, even to a robot.
All right.
We'll have to wait, 50 years now to find out? Shit.
43,
yeah,
friend.
with our
Imagine-
flying cars.
Here's the final
The
clip.
German robots are dropping Tootsie Rolls into the mouths of humans.
That'd be tasty treats.
The bionic
You
woman,
can program
well,
what kind of shit you want. Do you want solid? Do you want an enema one? Do you want a suppository to bounce off your chest?
the bionic woman, well, I mean, she wasn't maybe tailor-made, but she was sort of robotic. I guess one of the things that this scientist points to is how men try to create the perfect woman a la Stepford Wives, and it's not as if women don't try to change us. I mean, the moment they got you, then they want to make you into somebody else, kind of like a bad television executive.
Well, but women are improvers. Women they're process-oriented, so they want to improve the relationship themselves, the man. Guys are goal-oriented, so once they get their goal, they're done. That's why most guys just sit in the relationship and they get their girl and they're done.
Right. Then you can eat more trans fats and drink more beer because there she is.
Brilliant. Yeah, and if it's a Stepford wife, what's she
bombing.
going to say? Honey, go out and play golf all day, watch your sports with your guys, and come home and have sex with me whenever you want, and only find me if you're hungry or want sex, and
my God.
I'll be happy with that.
Wow. Well, if that's possible, you never know. The robots might become all the Flash, you know?
All the Flash
Well,
of the
what do you do at
rage.
the end of the day? You plug her into your
rage.
Prius before you go to sleep?
I don't know. At least next to the BlackBerry, that'll keep her closer to the room.
Wow, that was on Fox News.
That was news.
Horrendous
That's
improv.
wonderful.
That had to have been the slowest news day in the history of news.
How about I like a robot because you can just put its head in the sofa cushions and deep dick it right in the anus while the fucking team is playing. I almost said while my team is playing, but I said, but while the team is playing. What a non-sports aficionado.
The big game.
While the team that I choose to clap for is
playing in the big game.
Thomas Overbeck from Dallas writes, 2 robots, 1 oil can. So
that's funny, man.
Why don't we do
That's
Line
funny.
of the Day, brought to you by BowDogFantasy.net. If you oh my God, new copy.
Oh,
barely.
Holy shit. Oh, barely?
Well, read it.
BowDogFantasy.net. If you still got a shot at winning your fantasy league this late in the year, get an extra edge so you can take home the prize. Everything you need to win for free is available at BowDogFantasy.net. Here's a runner-up line of the day. Eric in New Jersey, what's up?
regular guy. Welcome aboard.
That's right.
Morning, boys. Good morning, Elliot Gold from Ocean's 11. How are you?
Nice.
All right.
Ooh, nice.
A listener gets a runner-up line of the day.
Yes, he does.
Could happen to you, too. Another runner-up line of the day.
Yeah.
A little
Why
more
is he
biting.
dressed like Spencer
All right.
for hire?
Spencer for hire. Was that Bill?
Yeah. Very funny.
Bill
That was a
Berg's
good
going to be
one.
at Caroline's this weekend.
That's right.
And then back to
Caroline's.
L.A.
Then I go out to Cleveland, Ohio, first time in '94, and my ill-fated virus stop in that airport hangar.
I'll be in L.A. Monday.
Oh,
what?
I found out last night.
What happened?
I'll be in Los Angeles
Oh,
Monday.
Jimmy got something going on. Jimmy got a
big
meeting.
pitch. There he goes.
Jimmy's got a pitch.
I hope Poe isn't getting my truck.
Yeah? That's good.
I bet he
It's a
is.
meeting, yeah.
Poe, bring my truck back.
All right, here's
To
another
the garage.
Here's
Thank
another. Start the chatter. We're losing Jimmy. Here's another runner-up line of the day. All right, Kenny.
Did you get prescription sunglasses?
I can't see, but I hear stupidity.
Very good. BowDogFantasy.net. Is that it? One more? One more runner-up. One more runner-up line of the day. Hey there, Delilah by the Plain White Tees.
I don't know that one either.
Hey, wake up, fatty. We're done with Carrie Underwood.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
We're moving a mile a minute here. I need your help today. Let's go.
That line of the day was sponsored by...
Wake up, fatty.
Wake up, fatty.
Poor E-Rock. Can't help it.
He can't help it.
He doesn't want to eat compulsively and obsessively.
Try the garlic butter sauce.
Garlic butter saw.
BowDogFantasy.net
Awful. I was
gives
gonna
you
insult
this
him, but
as the line of the
wake him
day.
Wake up,
up. Right.
Line of the day. Line of the day.
Just writing inappropriate things that could not possibly be said without getting completely fired.
All right, they're showing the audience. Let's see what happens.
It's a bar mitzvah, and they're singing this.
Hey, they're reading the note. They enjoyed that one.
Shut up for 2 minutes!
So I guess
The line of the day was
written.
Was written.
Was on a piece of paper?
That's first. That's a first.
The napkin wins line of the day?
Yes, the napkin won.
Congratulations to the napkin. Are we done?
Yes. Well, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., my Borgata tickets for the third and final show go on sale January 20th, the Sunday night before MLK's birthday.
Ooh.
So first 2 shows are sold out. Third one on sale tomorrow morning at 10. TheBorgata.com.
All right, Skinny, take us out.
Bill Burr. Caroline's.
Oh, Caroline's, yeah. Friday through Sunday. And Hilarities in Cleveland next week. Hilarities.
And Kenny will be eating a plastic berry in the Museum of Natural History.
We'll be at Bar 9 tonight for the big baby fuck party.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's going to be great. A lot of drinking.
What is that?
What?
The sound fucking that was in the room after my fucking Museum of Natural History joke.
Took me a second to get that was a Brontosaurus reference.
It didn't matter. It stunk.
Sound of one joke bombing.
One juck? Stupid. Thanks.
Shut up. I'm going to have Steve talk to you.
I know. Don't fire jabs at Jim. Don't throw barbs at Sam.
Wait a minute. I got a text from Poe. Let's see. Okay.
Anthony, a dump truck has struck your vehicle.
I'm waiting, believe me.
All right, let's get out of here.
Is he fiddling? Poe, don't fiddle with my stuff.
Skinny, take us out.
Oh.
Skinny.
Hi, this is Jay Moore. You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Because you're smart. You're not dumb, like people think.
Opie and Andy. That's what you're listening to.
And Andy.
Opie and Andy.
The Opie and Anthony Show finally has some really cool prizes, but we're not just going to hand them over, we're going to make you work for them. We've got a great idea for a contest. It's called Roll Around in Honey for Money. How does it work? Here's what you're going to do. Ladies, you're going to show up at the studio. You're going to get naked. We're going to cover you in honey. We're going to throw valuable prizes all over the floor, including up to $2,500 in cash from BowDogLife.net and a 5-night ski vacation for 2 from SkiColoradoNow.com. You get it? You come in, you get naked, you get sticky. If it sticks to you, you can keep it. Pretty fucking simple. You want in? Great! Email Travis at FoundryMusic.com. That's Travis at FoundryMusic.com. It's the Roll Around in Honey for Money contest.